Hello and welcome to Garage Football. Is our live watch along for Nottingham Forest against West Ham in the Premier League at the City Ground. Both teams will be looking to bounce back after losing both of their respective opening games last weekend. So if you're new around here, please subscribe to Garage Football for more watch alongs, vlogs, and other football content. And let us know your thoughts, questions, predictions, etc. in the live chat. It'd be great to read those throughout the game. So I'm joined again by Dennis. Dennis, thanks for joining again, mate. We'll go through the lineups and that shortly. But your thoughts on the game today?
Oh, well, as I said, this will really be the litmus test for us, in my opinion, because Man City is pretty much a free hit, and this will I joked about it, like, oh yeah, the game always begins first away game of the season, but really that was the case for us. It's starting against Man City. If you get anything, it's an absolute bonus. If you lose, it's like, okay, that's a game we're probably always going to lose. So right now, I'm looking for a win. I want a comfortable 2-0 win, no dramas, and to buoy off Jesse Lingard. That's what I want from today.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see if the West Ham fans, if they take to that fake money with his name printed on that's been spoken about.
Well, it might happen, it might not.
Anyway, let's go through the line. It's got about half hour so to kick off. So start with the home side. Nottingham Forest. They made a couple of changes from the team lost 2-0 at Newcastle last week. So looks like 3-4-1-2. So Dean Henderson in goal, Worrell, Nia Karte, McKenna make the back three, Nico Williams, Lewis O'Brien, Mangala, and Toffolo in midfield. Jesse Lingard playing as a second striker in behind Brennan Johnson and Awoni, I think I'm going to say. And then for West Ham, just the one change. Fabianski keeps his place despite him going off against City. So Fabianski in goal, Soufal, Johnson, Zuma and Cresswell, Souček and Declan Rice in midfield. Jared Bowen, Cyberama comes in today for Lanzini, Fornells with Mickey and Tony up front. Your thoughts on the starting lineup, mate?
I mean, he's sticking with what he knows. I mean, he some fans feel they've been baited or trolled with him saying that Skamaka and Cornet are ready to start. They may be ready to start, but is he gonna? That doesn't mean he's going to start them. I mean, Darren Randolph is ready to start. Is he going to be starting? No. So that fact, I wouldn't have looked into that fact too much. I think Mickey's starting because of obviously the. I'm not going to say loyalty, because sometimes we say loyalty. It's they're not the best, and because I'm loyal to him, start. Like, Mickey's earned to be our number one striker over the last couple of years. He wasn't fantastic against City, but very few people stood out. I think it'd be very harsh to drop him, especially on his return to the City ground. He was only there for 1 year, but he loved every minute being here. So that's why I have no surprises really up front. I am surprised we're not starting Cornet, because he's allegedly match fit, had a full preseason at Burnley, and I thought he'd have the pace to really expose the fullbacks at Forest, because they were dreadful against Newcastle last weekend. So I'd love to have seen Bowen and Cornet starting. But yeah, and I would have been bringing Mickey on last 20 minutes when they're knackered. They've got some inexperience in that back line, or Premier League inexperience. But yeah, no real complaints. Hopefully Ben Rama has a better game. It's impossible to have, in my opinion, for him to have a worse performance realistically against City. I thought he was terrible when he came on for his cameo. So he could only improve. Obviously, he can have a worse game. He can 2-foot Lingard within 30 seconds and say, "Where's my watch?" But so that could be worse. But realistically, he's going to have a better performance today. I think he's going up against more of an experienced fullback as well, rather than going up against Man City's defence. So yeah, no real complaints about the lineup. Just surprised that Cornet isn't starting.
Yeah, it'll probably come on in the second half. Be interested to see how Nottingham Forest, obviously it's their first Premier League game at home in 23 years. So I imagine the atmosphere at the City Ground will be absolutely rocking. But West Ham have got to be prepared for that today.
Yeah, I mean, we've had decent returns at the City Ground in my lifetime. I think the only time I can remember us losing was the year we got promoted. It was just after Brian Clough had died as well, so they came out of the hooks. I mean, Marlon King scored an absolute beauty in near the end for them. But we've always had a pretty good record at the City ground. Smashed them 4-1 under Allardyce in probably where our season really began that season. So I hope for more of the same. And equally, I think I put in a blog on JP's or JP West Ham U's channel that, last time we played City opening game, we lost 2-0. We then played a newly promoted side away from home and had an absolute scrappy 1-0 win with a dodgy penalty. so more of that today, please.
Yeah, I think we'll take any win today, especially after obviously the sort of defeat last week against City. But are you were you obviously it's disappointing to lose, but I mean, were you concerned with the performance against City, or was it just one of those things? It's a free hit.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't so much concerned as I was. It wasn't great, but it's our opening game of the season. Whenever we played them beforehand, we've had a few games under our belt and had the wind in our sails as well. We've come off the back of a few wins last couple of times we played them at home, especially. But equally, it's like what I don't like is fans just going, "Oh yeah, it's City, we're gonna lose." Yeah, I don't like that sort of mentality of like excusing bad performances because it's Man City. The bad performance was a bad performance. It wasn't fantastic, but no stretch of the imagination might be hitting the panic buttons after a narrow 2-0 lead win, after a penalty, and then an absolutely astonishing through ball from De Bruyne and one of the most amazing diagonal runs I've ever seen from Haaland. That guy is going to be mental. Like people were joking, like, "Oh, he didn't score against Bournemouth. He's not that good." But I didn't watch the game, but I guarantee he put himself about a bit. He's got Van Nistelrooy's movement. He's got Henry's pace, and he's got Drogba's physicality. Like that guy is a machine.
He barely touched it against Bournemouth, but he laid on the assist for Gundogan's first, not for the goal for Gundogan.
That's what I mean, though. But to concede that type of goal and a penalty against Man City, we don't give that penalty away. It could be 1-0, losing 1-0. And also, another day, Scamacca could have maybe buried that chance. He had questions about whether he would have been onside or offside, but it's irrelevant. It didn't go in. But yeah, I mean, so it's not like we've just lost 4-0 to Brentford. I say that we're now going to lose 4-0 to Forest, aren't we? And I'm never going to hear the end of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're not playing the kids like fucking Sam Allardyce did that time.
When was it Patterson scored a hat-trick against us?
Mate, I've put that in the back of my mind. I couldn't care less who scored for Forest. But
I just remember first 20 minutes were really competitive, and then once we conceded, heads dropped. I remember that. Ravel Morrison went close with a free kick. I remember that. That was about it.
I think it's been etched from most of our memories.
Stuart Downing played as a striker. I'll never forget that. I think we started Maiga, then he brought Maiga off, and then Downing played second half as centre forward. Anyway.
Yeah. So So lineup wise, would you have So you would have played Cornet from the start?
I'd have played Cornet from the start. I mean, it's neither here nor there with Scamacca. I think there's more risk in playing Scamacca too early than there is in playing Mickey too often, if that makes sense. So I've got no problems with starting Mickey, especially he'll be really up for it today. Like a lot was made about him saying, "Oh, I don't want to celebrate" and stuff like that. But we don't like it when former players celebrate against us. So not going to care about that. But it's more he's definitely up for it. He's got pressure on him now. He wants to prove a point. He wants to get on the score sheet today.
Oh yeah, no, definitely, yes. Especially after he was one of many players who were obviously under par last week, so he want to obviously get on the score sheet against obviously a side he used to play for. So I mean, it's probably written in the stars that Antonio scores today and Lingard scores today as well.
Oh mate, just imagine if we lose 1-0 last minute winner by Lingard. It'd be like the Fulham fans. Fulham's fans are doing the same, like about Diop. The difference is, I think, with Fulham fans in the nicest possible way, they don't know about Diop, whereas with Forest fans, they know about Lingard and they're buzzing because of it, but they're acting like they're Billy Big Time now. And it's like, no, like I said this to a mate of mine, like I genuinely do love Nottingham Forest, like because I'm a huge Brian Clough mark, and Marlon Harewood as well, and David Johnson was one of my favourite non-West Ham players. in the 03-04 season for Forest. I'm saying, like, I love Forest. I really want you to stay. So I want you to stay up. But please know that Lingard is a parasite that just used you for more money. And then when we said no, he then signed for you. And he was just like, yeah, point taken. Like, point taken. The two lads I got from Germany are really good. The former Mainz centre-back, French centre-back, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He's mustard. He would need a bit of time to adapt, but he's a bloody good centre-back. Forest have got. So they have made some good signings. I think Kouyaté is a good signing for them. I think Kouyaté has that Premier League now. So he's not like, he weren't the best at the end of his time at West Ham, but since he's been turned into a centre-back at Palace under Hodgson, he's been pretty good for them, pretty solid. He's got that Premier League nous that a lot of those players are not going to have. Like Lingard, as skillful as he is, and I'm not saying this for any bitterness, I'll be saying this if he's at West Ham, he isn't someone that I think would be up for a gritty fight. He doesn't strike me as someone that would, turn around and say, come on, guys, let's get on with it in a relegation battle. Kouyaté is. Kouyaté probably would be one of the locker room leaders should Forest end up in a relegation battle. So I think it's a very, very shrewd signing for them.
Yeah, especially as he probably won't play every game as well.
No, but he's just a good experienced head in the changing room for what could be a very up and down season. I'm predicting Forest to be a bit like Blackpool, but they do stay up, where they start off strong, but then peter down. Or like Hull, first season Hull.
Yeah. Steve Cooper singing on the last day.
Steve Cooper singing something like, yeah, I did it my way.
Yeah, oh god.
I'm wondering how Forest fans are going to feel if they wake up tomorrow and they haven't signed someone. It's going to feel weird. It's like every day they wake up to a new signing.
Yeah. I think it's a lot's been made of the amount of signings they've made, but I mean, they did have a lot of loan players last season.
Yeah, and also a lot of newly promoted teams. There was a stat they had up earlier before you joined me, where they said that like Fulham has signed 12 players, like Norwich signed 13 last year, Watford signed 12 last year, Leeds signed 12 the year they came up. Newly promoted clubs do tend to bring in 12 players, and not all of these players are starters. Some of them, like look at the number of players we brought in. But we've brought in, for example, a backup goalkeeper and a 17-year-old central midfielder that's straight in the under-18s, But that still counts as that would still be on the board as a signing on Sky Sports. So not all of these are going to be thinking. Niakite, that's who I'm talking about. Number 19 for Forest. He's a bloody good centre back. He was our backup to Zuma last year, or one of them.
Okay, yeah, he's starting today.
Yeah, he signed him from Mainz. He's had a couple of fantastic seasons at Mainz. He's been their bedrock, and I can't pronounce it, but number 9, he's a player that I wanted at West Ham. He's I just can't pronounce his name.
Awoni, is it?
Awoni, yeah, Awoni or Awoni. He's imagine Antonio, but with Kanu's build. Like he's not muscular, he's very gangly, but he's still strong. But he's just got that. He just gets the ball and just legs it at people. Like Zuma's going to have a job on with him today. He's going to be their main threat. Worrell is a good centre half as well. We were looking at him if Forest didn't get promoted. I remember. But I do think we got definitely enough about us to beat this Forest side. They look very suspect on the as fullbacks against Newcastle, and we've got Scamacca, Cornet, and Lanzini on the bench to come off and change things if needs be. And we're hopefully playing 4-0s down the middle at last.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that works, because I think Benrahma and Fornells will probably switch positions quite a bit. The midfield sort of switched positions a bit against City last week, so I imagine it'd be a similar thing sort of today.
I'd imagine it makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of talk about Benrahma down the middle, and I see where the argument is. However, the facts are, I did look into this when I was bored the other day, and actually almost all of his goals for Brentford, admittedly at the lower level, all came when he was playing out wide. Not so much down the middle, although he did play down the middle in the almost at the League Cup final, but at the playoff final.
Yeah,
they're highlighting Niakite at the minute on Sky Sports as well. So there we are. They must have been watching.
Yeah, Michael Dawson's one of the pundits. Obviously a former Forest player, of course.
Yeah, I remember there was I mean, I say remember, I wasn't really that analytical when I was 11, but I remember we played in the City ground, Defoe's last goal, because he was had a suspension after it. He had a good battle on his hand against Marlon Harewood that day. Had him and Matthew Louis John at the back. Some random right back they had, I remember, because Etherington had an absolutely amazing game that game. So
yeah, one of many had at West Ham. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how obviously West Ham should have a lot more possession today than they did against City. But I mean, I would imagine not for Steve Cooper would be like, right, you get the crowd behind you first 10 minutes or so, and they're going to come all guns blazing at us. You'd assume.
I know what'll happen. It'll be like there's only one Jimmy Greenwald. Just give it to Jesse. Just give it to bloody Jesse. Just give it to Jesse. Yeah. Oh, if Jesse Lingard goes down, I really can say, don't be such a Jesse. I've just realised. But yeah, but no, yeah, absolutely. Like the crowd are gonna be mad, like for this. Like as much as they can be annoying on Twitter, like Forest do have a very, very vocal home support at the City ground. It is very much a football town. I've not been to the ground, but I've been to Nottingham a couple of times, and even outside of the season, you see people wearing Nottingham Forest shirts everywhere. Like they are very passionate about their team. So yeah, I'm expecting a big atmosphere. Like I said, next to last time we played them was the one after Brycroft died. That was must have been quite a big atmosphere. But last time, even watching the highlights that West Ham put on YouTube of the 4-1 win, they were 3-0 down and still like making loads of noise and roaring and like missed chances and things like that. So they are a passionate fan base.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think they'll need obviously the home crowd throughout the season because, like with any newly promoted side, the home form at the City ground is going to be crucial for them.
Yeah, I mean, and also if I was a newly promoted side, any of them, I would actually probably look at the colossal failures going up, such as the Norwich and the Fulhams of time gone by. And sort of learn, you're saying don't rely too much on your home form, because you are going to come up against teams that you're not going to be able to break down or beat, and concentrate on picking up those points away and treating some certain away games as like 6 pointers would be my recommendation to a newly promoted side. I mean, look at us against Leeds last year. That win probably kept them up. We had a really bad day. They had a very lucky day. They beat us. Diop the clown was at fault for 2 of the goals. And Leeds, I think Leeds stayed up by 4 points in the end, but I think that win gave them the bit of movement moving forwards. So
yeah, no, definitely. Right, let's go to the chat. Hi Russ, thanks mate. Got us on the background up the Gunners. Yeah, fucking Arsenal fans will be delighted with their start of the season. 2 wins,
mate. Absolutely, your centre halves have been amazing. Even though one of them got the own goal, like, yeah, I mean,
Saliba.
Yeah, I mean the 1-0 against Crystal Palace. I think Palace played well in that game personally. But I do think that a fair result probably would have been 2-0 to Arsenal.
I think they won 2-0, didn't they?
No, I thought they won 1-0. Or did I miss the second goal? No, yeah, they did. Sorry, yeah, they did. It was an own goal though, wasn't it? Saka smashed it in. I think it was an own goal. Sorry, I've totally forgot about that. Too much football, you see. But Anderson was amazing for Palace that game. But yeah, defensively, Arsenal have looked a lot better this season, which that has always been what's lets them down. So
yeah, and even in an attacking sense, because last few seasons the strikers haven't really scored the goals, and obviously, and someone in Jesus, I mean, what a performance he scored 2. Could have had laid on 2 assists. So if you
I should have made him my captain instead of Haaland. But
there we are. Yeah, he's in my. I think like a lot of people, he's in the fantasy teams this season. Jesus, and yeah, good value so far. So he carries on, obviously, if he stays fit, of course, I mean, he could fire Arsenal to the Champions League places.
I do think Arsenal will, I do have a feeling that Chelsea might drop out and it will be City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs Champions League.
Yeah.
Or based on early form. I hate to say it, but I think Conte is going to have Spurs playing well. And I'm not saying that, they're not going to, because if Spurs winning anything, that is the end of the world as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But I do think they'll get third or fourth.
Yeah, I mean, we did our Premier prediction as me, Lou, and Ryan before the season started, and I think I put Tottenham as third through gritted teeth, and they put, as two Arsenal fans, they put Tottenham as fourth through gritted teeth. So I think we all thought they'd get top four quite comfortably. But yeah, I think for me, I had Tottenham's third this season.
The other one, although I'm glad for their fans, but because of obviously the regime, I'm not glad. I think also Newcastle are going to comfortably be top half.
Yeah, I think I had them down as eighth. I think Newcastle.
Yeah. I'm thinking they'll sort of leapfrog Wolves. I am actually predicting us to finish eighth personally this year. I just think there's too much change in the club, bringing in new players and things like that. I think there will be games we'll struggle to settle. I think we'll still do very well, but I just think we'll finish just outside of the European places this year. I think we'll finish eighth personally. I mean, I'd always take a top half finish. So
yeah, and if we do that and go on to win obviously the Conference League, then obviously we're in the Europa League.
We're winning the treble. We're winning the Europa Conference. We're winning the FA Cup and the League Cup. Because we couldn't win the Betway Cup, so because of that, we now have to win the treble.
Oh yeah, no, I'll settle for at least one of those, mate. Russ, stop taking goals off us, Dennis. But yeah, no, great start for Arsenal. So could totally get different to the start of last season. They lost, I think, the first 3 games. I think they lost. So
yeah. Well, it's like there's like all the memes going around about Man United right now, and it's like the one with Arpoo to Homer Simpson. Ha! Now you know how it feels, and it's like Arpoo Arsenal and Homer is Manchester United. Oh, the meltdown! The meltdown.
That was quite incredible though. That game yesterday between Brentford and Man United. Obviously, United had heavy defeats to Newcastle in the 90s and Chelsea. And they lost 5-0 and stuff. But getting done 4-0 by Brentford, that's
in the first half, like in 35 minutes
as well. Yeah, I mean that's quite quite
but sadly, all they're going to talk about is how bad Man United were. And don't get me wrong, the first 2 goals were shocking. But the fourth goal was amazing on the counter from the corner. That was an amazing ball and an amazing stop and finish. By what do we call him? Bueno. Yeah, he's in my fantasy team, so I was buzzing about that. So
yeah, that was some finish because the ball was obviously controlled held off short, and the ball was behind him when he actually hit the shot. So to him to dig it out and stick it in the corner was it was unreal.
Yeah, well, other than Neto is the only one that let me down. All my fantasy players, goalkeeper doesn't count because if you see my fantasy team, what I've done is I've decided, you know what? Leicester have 2 goalkeepers at a 4.0. Have both them in. They're going to play, and they'll pick up a clean sheet here and there. But that way, spend the rest of the money I do on a top quality keeper, spend it on a top quality outfield. And yeah, I think Neto is the weak link of my starting 11. But for 5.5, I thought he'd pick up the most points. So
yeah, no, good stuff. All right, we've got about 5-6 minutes to kick off. I take it you're watching it on Now TV, are you?
Yeah, I'm watching on Now TV, so I'll be a little bit behind you. So
no, I'll watch the first few seconds and I'll pause it and wait for you to catch up.
Well, that's good. Thank you. What we do need is we need, obviously he's in America, we need Charles. It's a goal! Sushi! Yeah. That was always the thing because he'd always be ahead of us.
Is that meant to be Charles?
Well, no, that's what he's like when it's a goal because he would start shouting and go quite high pitch when he gets excited, and he'd always be ahead of us, and we'd know when the goal was coming.
Nice one, Russ. I'm top of every league I'm in, and I won't last though.
To be fair, I'm there or there. I'm in the top 2, I think, of all my leagues. Like I remember steamrolling it last year, Russ. I think like opening day, I think I scored something like 95 points, and just didn't look back in most leagues.
Right, the players are in the tunnel. I'm about to come out shortly. What do you make of Forest kit? Actually, I think it looks quite good without no sponsors. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I like kits without sponsors. Although the fans have got ones with sponsors on, so I'm not too sure why they're playing without. There must be a reason. If anyone knows, if there are any Forest fans in the comments, God forbid, do let us know.
Well, unless they're wearing last season's one or whatever.
Possibly. But yeah, it's nice. It's like you'd see it on, like, obviously I don't play FIFA all the time, but when I would play FIFA as sort of a guest or whatever, you'd have random championship clubs that just didn't have a sponsor for some reason. One year, like Sheffield, I think it was Sheffield Wednesday didn't have one year, or was it Huddersfield or
West
someone?
Brom didn't have one season, a few seasons ago.
West Brom, I remember that. We didn't have one many moons ago. Moons ago.
What year was that? 97, was it? Or...
I think it was the 97, 98. There was the internet rumor was we were sponsored by Durex condoms, and the league didn't want us having that on kids' t-shirts and things like that. So we agreed to take less money from Durex and have it sponsor us. But yeah.
Right, moving on. The players are out. Obviously, we got the game on mute on TV, but I imagine the atmosphere is absolutely rocking at the City Ground from obviously the Forest fans and West Ham fans as well. I imagine a large support there at the City Ground. It's a good. So I've been in Nottingham a couple of times. Not been to a game either there or Notts County, but I'd imagine it'd be a good sort of away day.
Yeah, I could imagine. I said I've been to the stadium, so I've been to the town, but not the stadium.
Yeah.
Just muted myself and unmuted the thingy, and yeah, they are going nuts. Not as big as I would expect, but maybe that could just be where the cameras are.
Oh mate, the roar when the kickoff takes place. Oh mate, that's going to be biblical, mate. So just go through the lineups now. So I think Newcastle got quite a bit of joy down the flanks last Saturday. And I think that should be West Ham's aim today, I would say.
That's why I was thinking Cornet on the wing, but hey, I'm not a Premier League manager, so
you're just the football manager on the computer game.
I'm just trying to get Austria Vienna out of the group stage of the Europa League in a group with Atletico Bilbao and Chelsea.
Good luck with that.
I managed to smash Bilbao. They went 2-0 up and then had a player sent off, and I smashed them 6-2.
Oh, in the group stage?
Yeah, group stage. Yeah. They got Liga Warsaw or someone like that. Like a main Polish team was the other one. So I beat them 1-0, and I just narrowly lost 1-0 to Chelsea in the things. I got after the second rounds, I am top of my group on goal difference. That's just because I annihilated Bilbao when they went 2-0 up, and then on the 15th minute went down to 10 men. I had their left back sent off, gave away a penalty 2-1, and never really looked back.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so just go through the lineups at the moment. So I'll tell you what, with the West Ham kits this season, I wasn't a fan of the bet. Seeing them now, I think they're really growing on me, I've got to say.
They are a little bit. The away one they're wearing, not so much. I'm dreading actually, no. A lot of people are saying the third kit is going to be like the goalkeeper kit, but with white and orange. But actually, I found out yesterday that is impossible because we already have a training kit that looks like that. No. So there's no way that can be the third kit unless they've accidentally released it as a training kit. Like, there's no way that could be the first. Yeah. Like Fabianski's kit is what they're saying, but bright orange on the top. And I'm like, no, they've already got a training kit like that. I don't know what it's going to be like. I'm not expecting the best, but yeah. No, I think the away kit would be fine if it wasn't for the things on the sleeves. Just that does my head in. I don't know why. It's like there's no point.
Because Nicky Hawkins explained why it's that design.
Yes, it's the flooring. Yeah, it's the flooring of the Irons Works, wasn't it, or something like that?
Yeah, something like Thames Ironworks. Where it was the HQ or whatever it was. So yeah, but if they made more of a mention of it,
if they told us that, that'd be great.
I mean, I assume it's true. Obviously, Nicky's very in the know. Obviously, one of the main boys at West Ham Fan TV, of course. But mate, that they've just put a big sign up at the fans. This is Nottingham, so mate, it looks absolutely rocking. So we're about to kick off. West Ham in our away kit from right to left in this first half. So I'll play the first 20 seconds or so, and then I'll pause and let you catch up, mate. So we're underway. Zoom has just punted the ball up the pitch.
Yeah, I've just got the "This is Nottingham" sign.
Yeah. That's a good tackle by Declan Rice on the halfway line. So skipper's in the action nice and early. I'll tell you what, I'm really not a fan of the Sky, the graphics this season with just the badges in the top left. I'm not having it at all.
Doesn't quite look right.
No, it looks weird, mate. So yeah, let us know when you kick off, mate, and I'll pause and let you catch up.
Okay, just kicking off now. Oh, we're just taking the knee.
I don't think they were meant to. I think because it's only for it's not every game they're doing.
Right, so kicked off. So Rice has just taken the ball off someone. He's just patted Soucek.
Right,
He's
so
jogging about.
I've paused it on 45 seconds, so you've allowed you to catch up.
I haven't got a clock on the board yet. 1 second.
It will come. It will come on.
There we are. Yeah, so I'm at 25. They're coming forward on attack. I'm assuming nothing happens because you've paused it.
Yeah, so I'm just putting the banner there. We're about 40 seconds behind for anyone that's watching. Right, let us know when you're 45, mate.
All right, 42, 43, 44, 45.
All right, there we are. All right, Cresswell plays it up the pitch, and Worrell, I think it was with the header. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to ask you, mate. So, what's your score predictions then today?
Oh, I'm tempted to go 2-0 West Ham, but it's Forest's first home game in the Premier League for 23 years. They're going to score 2-1. 2-1.
What, West Ham?
2-1 West Ham, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think I actually think Forest will score first, and then West Ham turn it around in the second half. So yeah, I'm gonna go exact same scoreline, mate. But as usual, I'll settle for a shithouse 1-0, mate. Allardyce, mate.
Well, he said like Birmingham away in the after we last lost 2-0 at home to City. You know, Mark Noble penalty, so it'd have to be a Declan Rice penalty as captain. Well, no, he wasn't captain at the time, but yeah, 1-0.
Was that 07-08?
07-08. We got Birmingham game where like we didn't necessarily play bad, but it was like it could have gone either way. I think Kieran Dyer had a very good debut. He won he came. I think he came off the bench to win the penalty. Oh, okay. Zuma's blocked off.
Is it a corner?
Yeah, that number 9. That I said that he's just look at him. Just look at him. Yeah. Zuma's already limping.
Was it Awoni? Is it Awoni?
Yeah, but Zuma's limping. We're 2 minutes in and Zuma's limping.
That's not good stuff. So yeah, Forest corner early on.
Although he was limping for almost all of the City game.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Right, if it's Williams, who they signed from Liverpool in summer, he's going to take it in front of the West Ham fans. Corner comes in. Good header. It comes to the edge.
Ben Rama's could have done a lot better getting that one out there. He's completely scuffed it getting it out there.
Ball's played full. Oh, it's a good ball. Back out to Williams. Passes it inside.
Oh, shit, it's Lingard.
Back out to Williams. That's a great... Oh, no, he's still got it.
Wait.
Comes back to Worrell, I think it is. Crossfield ball, trying to find Williams. Him and Soufal 50-50, but no one ends up winning it, and then Bowen gets it.
Bowen gets a foul. Surely that's a free kick.
He won the ball there. So it's a competitive opening 3.5 minutes so far. And Steve Cooper, what a job he's done at Nottingham Forest, by the way. They were rock bottom when he took over last season.
He was at Swansea, wasn't he? He sort of gave them a bit of a renaissance and nearly took them up, I think.
Yeah, and he was England's under-17s coach when we won the World Cup with Phil Foden and I think Ryan Brewster and all that.
Mm. And then they graduated and went into
back to the game, Dennis. So back up the. Yeah. Oh well, Antonio's done well there. Tries to find Soufal.
Very well defended. Very well defended.
Probably the wrong ball there, but it was a good ball up the line by Soufal. But Antonio, he did well to turn, but I think there was a wrong option. I think there was options to his left-hand side. That's a good header by Zuma. That's going to be a good battle between him and Awoni today.
Yeah. Absolute unit.
I mean, you'd fancy it'd be Johnson against Johnson on the other side.
Well, Rice has just given away a free kick in a dangerous area after tackling him from behind. He's a massive handful. This is why I wanted us to sign him, because he's just a massive handful.
Yeah, he looks it already. He's got a good. Yeah,
he's like imagine Antonio, but with Carnu's sort of gangly frame. He just gets the ball in deep and runs at people.
Do you know where they got him from?
Union Berlin. It was at Liverpool. Had a very good loan at Mainz. Don't know what happened after that, but then Union Berlin, they cut their losses with him because he was never going to get a look in. And he's gone over to Union Berlin for 2 seasons, developed and become a Premier League quality striker. Whereas if he'd stayed at Liverpool, he'd have been like 4th, 5th choice.
No, exactly, yeah. So free kicks about to come in. Williams is on the left-hand side, takes it right foot, comes in.
Massively over the bar.
Fucking hell. Johnny Wilkinson.
We got a lot of away fans there, by the way, entire behind the goals. The second half, we're attacking that. That's going to be lit. When we get our last minute, Scamacca gets his last minute winner, that's going to be limbs.
Oh, mate, yeah, it must be at least, 2,000, 2,500, I'm going to guess.
I'd say, yeah.
But yeah, that free kick from Nico Williams, I mean, that Johnny Wilkinson would have been proud of that one.
Yeah. I mean, interesting fact I've just remembered, when we were at yours playing FIFA before Benidorm, the only goal I scored the entire time we were playing, I scored with their number 9 for Mainz. Yeah, that was him. When I scored the tap-in goal, that was him.
Oh, quality, man. Well, it's been a real battle this for opening sort of 6 minutes or so, but these are the type of away games you got to get through the first 15 minutes or so. Quite, it's the old cliche.
We said they're going to be coming at us the first 10, 15 minutes. So
yeah, exactly. So just try to take the old cliche, sting out the game and all that. Right, Fabianski's going to take this free kick.
Yeah. He's bollocking Cresswell to push up because he was like, "Well, you're losing your man if they win the ball." Yeah. Oh, Mickey's won brilliantly there. Oh, that's a foul.
Yep. Yes,
that's a foul. That is definitely a foul. He was gearing up for another attempt at the Brighton goal there.
Yeah, it was. He did really well to not only control it.
Very well. Very good against my other boy, number 19, the other Mainz lad.
And then that's a foul by O'Brien in the middle. So a chance for West Ham. First time we've really got first time we got 4 length. Oh, look, Cresswell's got his eyes open at this one. Shades of.
It's a little bit further. It's a little bit closer in than the other one. I think Benny's going to take it.
As long as it goes in,
Benny's going to take it.
Goes in, mate. I'm not too fast.
Yeah. Benny's going to take it in. It's going to dip over to the goalkeeper's left. Sorry, the goalkeeper's right. Goalkeeper's right.
Well, they've got a very good goalkeeper, Forest, this season, Dean Henderson.
I reckon Benny's taking this right-footed, but the camera's panning in on Cresswell.
Here we go. Cresswell takes it.
Oh, over. Just over. It said if it was a little bit further out, if it was 1 foot step back, he's getting that in. It's just a little bit close to Cresswell's free kick style. That's why I thought Benny was going to try and flick it into the top corner.
I think Henderson probably had it covered, but still,
it wasn't as close as we thought it was.
No, it was close, but Henderson...
no, I thought it was close. Like, oh my god, just skimmed the keeper's hand, sort of type close.
No. Good effort. Ball's playing out to the left-hand side. That's a good ball forward. Here's Lingard. Rice is round him. That was a foul by Rice there. Rice has been booked already.
So I just realised I'd left my phone uncharged for well over or nearly 2 hours. So I was like, yeah, that's not good.
I don't know if you've just seen it, but Lingard was fouled by Rice there. And Rice has been booked.
Oh, that's not good.
Which is not good.
But also, Lingard going down in slow motion was very theatrical. he didn't actually touch him anywhere near as much as watch it now. Rice will get sent off, and then Forest fans will be like, "Ooh, he's only worth £10 million."
No, Rice got to be careful, especially with the amount of obviously Lingard, the amount of bodies in midfield and up front for Forest. He's got to be careful. So another free kick for Forest. I think Williams going to take it again. He's obviously going to hope for a much better effort than his last one. So it's about 30 odds out, I'm going to say. Oh, he chips it
Well, he
into the
split
right.
it. Yeah, we got that. We got that. It's fine. Zuma has that.
They've still got it though for us.
Going
Ball
back
cut.
here.
Good ball back in. Oh,
Oh, very nearly an own goal. Very nearly an own goal, I think. Sushek. Fabianski with amazing reflexes to tip that over.
that's a really good save. Just seeing it coming again. It's well worked by Forest, actually. It's clear, but not fully by West Ham.
Yeah, there's a bit of communication issues between Johnson and Zuma there.
Yeah, just seeing it again. I don't know if it came off the post or not. We'll see it. Oh no, so it must have been it must come off Fabianski. So it's a corner for Nottingham Forest. Williams to take it again. Corner comes in, decent delivery. Was well
He's got that all day long. He just second ball, Forest to get in that. Ben Rama's not going to win that header.
No, he's
done him there. Oh, Fabianski's got that. Fabianski's got that.
Putting some good crosses.
He's Niakite's putting himself out a bit, putting himself out there at corners. He's it's an aerial threat for sure.
Yeah, a couple of crosses have been really tasty. And Fabianski leaps like a salmon to grab that ball.
Right. Rice is coming back to cover centre back because Johnson's going into left back. This is a little bit bizarre defensively, formation wise.
Yeah, I think it looks like Johnson's playing as on the left of as a centre back today, rather than on the right.
It's almost like we're playing three at the back with Cresswell and Soufal as wingers, which makes very little sense considering what he's calling it. Okay, Bowen's running forward, well blocked by number 26. No idea who he is.
Scott McKenna, I think it is.
Scott McKenna. He did very well to get that one out.
Maybe a good battle between him and Bowen today. I think McKenna's quite highly rated if you speak to Forest fans. So that was good by him. Soufal's going to take this throw in. Just West Ham need to. He's just said they're done. Try and keep the ball for a bit because it's been.
That's a push in the back of Antonio, surely.
Ben Rama's
got it.
Is Soufal? Ball comes in.
Oh, very clever, very clever.
Oh, took their time
Nearly.
there. And then Zuma does. Oh no! So
for God's sake!
It's a foul giving away that one.
I'm not sure that's a foul. I'm not sure. I'm not going to be too biased and go, "Oh, that's not a foul." I want to see it again. I'm just not too sure. Did anything wrong there? He just didn't disappear when he went straight through him.
Well, I think probably the reason why Zuma's on the right of the centre backs today is because Awoni is out there today. Yeah. And then Johnson against Johnson, which is a better battle for Ben Johnson. Well, he's done well there. Zuma to win that one. Soufal.
Oh, Soufal. That was rash. That was rash.
Williams got on the right hand side. That's a good ball in. That's a very good ball in.
Oh, nearly 1-0. If he was one step further to the left, he was nodding that in.
That's a really good. That's like a third ball in quick succession with Nottingham Forest. It's Williams this time. Had no one near him though. Good ball in.
And this is like when we're going over players. I know he's a little bit like unknown. Like I don't even know how to pronounce his name properly because I've never heard it spoken. But that's why I was like, I think he should be the striking target. It was only available for I think 15 million. I think that would have been a very good backup or alternative to Antonio.
Well, I'm quite happy with Scamacca coming in.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I am. I'm just saying that this is why I was suggesting, because at the time, someone like Scamacca, I was like, well, he's going to go to one of the Milan clubs, so there's no point.
Yeah.
Whereas he was being linked with Nottingham Forest and Crystal Palace, and it was like, we can compete with them in the transfer market.
Yeah, true.
Bowen jumps too early, doesn't win it. And now, well done, Kurt Zuma's done very well there again, but
also every time the Forest are all over us winning those second balls is Williams. Fabianski does well to sweep up that one, but
if that was Ben Johnson, sorry, not Ben Johnson, but the Brennan Johnson, he would have been quick enough to get onto that.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake! Okay, at least the rest being consistent. So we've won a free kick that I personally wouldn't give. I personally wouldn't give that as a free kick because they were wrestling each other. But Niakite has fouled Antonio again.
No, as you said, the rest have been consistent. So
he's been consistently in giving away soft free kicks. So I can't complain. But yeah, I wouldn't have given that.
Just got to make sure the delivery is good on this occasion. So Soufal's over. I'm guessing Bowen's over it as well. And they're going to obviously going to cross it in there, and they're going to do it. Oh, it comes in. Oh, it's pretty poor actually, but we got away with it. He's Bowen anyway. Plays it back to 4-0. I think he might be.
Seriously, 4-0. You had so many but easier options. Go on, Rice.
Rice have done well there to win that one. Turn.
Lots of space in the middle, but it's Soucek who's got the turning circle of a U-boat.
It's Ben Rama. It's Rice. Have a go, Rice.
Again. No.
It's the 4-0.
4-0. Oh, that was almost beautiful. Benny was in then. Go on, Mickey. Go on, Mickey. Out wide. Right, Cresswell on the overlap. Use your overlap.
Here's Ben Rama. Cuts in.
Oh! So close, but I think it's a foul, to be fair. I think we did foul the defender there. Or was he given a corner? I don't know. No, he's given a corner by the looks of it.
It's all happened there. Yep. So Ben Rama he came inside, took the shot. It was saved by Henderson.
Very good save by Henderson, but...
And then it came off the defender, and he's got ahead of Soucek. I think it might be.
I thought Soucek had booted him in the stomach, which is why I thought he was going to be. Oh, he's taken it already.
It's 4-0. That's
Soufal's going to put the ball forward. Okay, Bowen's there. Right, Bowen cut inside. Go on. Oh,
there's no one there.
Not the best decision. Rice was on the edge of the area.
No, it wasn't a bad ball, but there was absolutely no one there in the middle of the 6-yard box.
I don't know why they're arguing over the ball there, because it's already gone out of play, you dickhead.
Well, for the first time in this opening quarter, West Ham had a bit of sustained pressure on the Forest goal.
Well, very, very, very nearly 1-0. It was very good defending.
It was,
okay. Antonio's gone down, and that one I would give as a free kick. And I'm not one to ask for bookings, but that is Nikite's third foul in like 5 minutes on Antonio. So
your next foul, he's got to be
like if Rice has been booked for his second foul, you know. Okay, 4-0's man on.
Plays it forward. There's Antonio.
Antonio, well done.
Get in the box. Get in the box. Oh, Bowen's offside. That wasn't very smart. It was the wing back Toffolo. He's the one who got in front of Soucek after the Henderson save. Did really well. Soucek was obviously in there, and he clears it for a corner. And he cleared it for a corner. So yeah, the wing backs for Forest, Williams with his crossing and Toffolo with his defending, they've started going pretty well.
Considering we were saying about how poor they were against Newcastle, yeah. Well, Mickey, you're going to win that loads of space. Balloon feet as usual. Oh no, okay. Oh no, very, very quick by Necro Williams there to win that one back. Ben Rama nearly had us on the counter.
Nico Williams.
Nico Williams, sorry.
Just made up a name.
I can't read. Oh shit! Zuma's fallen over and.
No, it's a free kick, Dennis. It's a free kick.
Okay. That's the physicality I'm talking about.
Yeah, if it was I think it might have been the Lino that gave that one. But anyway, back in play. Rice has got acres of space to run into. Plays at the 4-0.
Game is opening up.
Yeah, it is.
It's Cresswell.
Cresswell
ball in. And Mickey's there. Oh, Mickey was nearly there. So for people watching,
it's a great ball by Cresswell, but just
people listening that are not watching, Cresswell put in one of his quintessential deep balls in. Mickey was flying forward with his feet, just missed it. Keeper scoops it up. Oh, on the attack. Okay, go on. Soucek's done really. He's given away a soft free kick. Okay, great, fine.
Bowen didn't wake up there. He had
Bowen had the ball. Bowen had the ball, and then had someone catch up and take it off him.
Yeah, exactly.
Soucek's remonstrating the ref, saying like you're basically giving every single soft free kick. Like we've benefited from some, granted, but yeah. Oh, Gareth Southgate's there.
Is he?
Yeah, camera zooming in on Southgate.
Oh yeah. And didn't the guy next to him play for Middlesbrough?
Possibly.
Anyway, Johnson sweeps that one. Oh dear, that's not great clearance. He's Lingard.
Well, closing down by Johnson.
Lingard shoots. Oh,
Lingard crosses it in, and Yemi. I need to learn how to pronounce this guy's name. Awoni.
Awoni.
Awoni. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Again, similar to Mickey, he was inches away from burying that.
Well, it's one of those cross-come shots by Lingard, and Woney nearly gets on the end of it. Yeah, it's his first start today. 17.5 million from Union Berlin, as you said, mate.
He's absolute bargain in my opinion.
It's been a handful so far.
He'll comfortably get 10, 12 goals comfortably.
They're going to need as many goals as possible for us this season. Is Cresswell down the left?
Cresswell down the left. And thank God Ben Rama is there. I thought he'd pass it to no one for a second.
Ben Rama, good ball in.
No one's there.
Is Soufal.
Fornell's on the edge of the box. Okay.
And that goes out for the corner.
Yeah, Mickey manages to save the corner.
Yeah, so there's two really good battles at the back. So near Karte and Antonio and Awoni and Zuma. Really good battles there at both ends of the pitch. So yeah, corner for West Ham.
Nothing against Mickey. I think he's had a good game so far, but I can't wait to see Scamacca go up against these guys at the back with the chances we're creating. Just a sledgehammer.
There we go. So Bowen's going to take this corner. Good ball in.
Oh, Henderson got a hand to it before Zuma could knock it across.
And then
Ben Rama saves the throw in. There wasn't an awful lot. There was someone further down the flank, but I think he had one or two men on him. So yeah, it made sense.
Did the right thing. Cresswell was going to take this throw.
Plays it short to Fornells. He's going to cross it in.
Good ball in.
Oh, it was a good ball in. Bowen was right there, but the keeper read it.
Yeah, well taken by Dean.
Keeper doesn't get it. Yeah, keeper weren't getting it. That was going right on Bowen's head. Oh, that's another good ball forward. This time it's Johnson.
First time he's had a run down the fence.
The strikers have swapped sides. I think they've caught on. The strikers have swapped sides, and Johnson's pace against Zuma, and they're going to have the other one, number 9, just bully Ben Johnson.
Yeah, there's plenty of space around. This game is opening up.
This game is very much opening up in the middle.
Is Souček.
Souček is on the right wing.
Plays it to his checkmate, Soufal. Plays it back to Souček. Bit of space for West Ham if they can make it.
Rice is screaming for it. And Soufal falls over. And now number 9 has it on the wing.
Oh, they've got a chance. He's Awoni.
Awoni puts it forward.
Not a good
Cresswell does also quite well to body check Johnson. Okay, straight out. Not messing about. Ben Rama's on the ball. Back to Fornells.
Plays the Souček is Soufal. I think Soufal, he was one of the players, one of the few players who played, I think, quite well last weekend, actually. Him and Jack Grealish had a really good battle, I'd say.
Yeah. I still don't understand why Souček is playing on the right wing. If you're going to bring someone from the middle out wide, put Fornells out wide. Okay, that's a tough challenge.
Yeah, strong tackle from Toffolo, the left wing back.
Yeah, I think he's given a free kick. I think.
Let's go back in it. And I'm just going to check the chat quickly while there's breaking play. Thanks, Philip. First time tuning to the stream. I don't care who wins, as I'm not a fan of either team. Did think your Hams team sat back against City last week. Thanks, Philip. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I think second half was slightly better against City, and Declan Rice had that great chance before Haaland got his second goal. But first half, I think we sat back too much.
Oh, well won. Sorry.
But it's been we've sort of held up that Forest wave to start with, and we're getting a foothold in this game now. Is Bowen on the right?
On the right.
He's done really well. He's Soufal on support. Plays out to Cresswell. Look at the space Cresswell's got. Plays it
forward. Space Ben Rama's got.
Yeah.
Back to Cresswell. Ball in. First time ball in. Yes! Straight at him. Souček header straight at Dean Henderson. He puts it either side of him. That's a goal.
Yeah. God, just the man you want it to fall to as well. Great ball by Cresswell. It's just behind him. That's the only thing. Yeah. Can't quite get enough power on it. Did well to get on target, but yeah, decent enough effort, but well comfortable for Dean Henderson, the quality of goalkeeper he is. But yeah, and I mean that space. I mean, obviously, as West Ham fans, we'll take the space that Forest are giving us, especially on the flanks.
Well, I think someone's getting a book in here. Oh no, they're having a drinks break. There we are.
Yeah,
There's a mandatory drinks break because of the heat.
Yeah. So well, yeah, breaking play, mates. What do you yeah, what have you made of the first quarter of the game?
No problem with what we played. Forest have. There's the only complaint about the game I have is referees giving away too many soft free kicks. I think you need to let a few things go. No faults with anything West Ham are doing. Just questions over why Souček is showing up on the right wing when if let's say we get a ball in, you want him in the middle. But defensively, considering we've only got one centre back, done very well against formidable attackers. Really, I mean, their best players over there, are their centre forwards. Lingard looked a bit sprightly to begin with, but has gone a bit quiet. Famous last words since the Rice yellow card. So yeah, and again, just got to make sure Rice doesn't pick up a second booking. So because Twitter will have a field day if he gets sent off.
Yeah, it's been a real competitive game. As you expect, Forest come flying out the traps. They put some really good balls in, particularly Nico Williams a few times. Awoni's, it's his first start. He's been a real handful for our defence. He's probably been their best player. But at the other end, Carte's a good battle with Antonio. But yeah, West Ham lost, I'd say, 10 minutes. Really got a foothold on the game, kept the ball a bit better. Forest gave us a load of space out wide, which I'm not complaining about at all. We had a good chance just before the break with Souček with a header that was unfortunately straight at Dean Henderson. But yeah, I think we've ridden the early Forest storm as you'd expect, and our quality's starting to shine through. Just needs to obviously create some more chances.
Pretty much. I mean, they're showing the director's box for some reason, so I'm assuming these are the investors that have spent all the money.
Well, I don't know if that guy in the glasses or one of them's Gary Burns. I don't know if it's him or not. It might be him. Maybe. No, he used to play for Forest. He used to quiet quite a lot, but not so much now. I don't know if that's him or someone else. Yeah,
could be.
Anyway,
that was a bit nasty there on Bowen. Just getting a bit scrappy now because Bowen just got completely roughed off the ball twice there. Ref didn't give a free kick considering he's been given a free kick for everything else.
Yeah, exactly. So it is Worrell for Forest, plays it to McKenna. To Philo, the wing back. Yeah, it's been a real competitive game to be honest. Yeah, so it's been a decent watch.
Just worried that the nice open play that we were having might have been disrupted by the water break. Oh, okay. There was a battle on between the Johnsons, but Fabianski ball just ran to Fabianski on the edge of the area.
Yeah, it's good kick out the pitch by Henderson there. Rice plays it well around the corner to Souček. And he plays a nice one himself to Bowen.
Oh, a bit slow on the ball there. No complaints about the tackle.
No. And it's back to Henderson in goal for Forest. Plays it on the pitch. No Man United antics from yesterday. Is Lingard.
Ooh. just getting ready for a return fixture.
Back to Lingard. I'll play. Is Johnson. Oh, it's easily
sharp save, but yeah, Fabs is equal to that.
Yeah, it's good play by Forest. Johnson made the move to the left of the box and then tries to curve it into the corner, but obviously didn't get enough on it. Easily saved by Fabianski. Ball's played up the pitch. Antonio controls it brilliantly, actually. Is that a foul?
I think he's wave play on. He's wave play on because we kept the ball in. If Soufal weren't getting that ball, he was probably going to give a free kick.
Yeah, it's Soufal.
Square it to 4-0. What are you doing? What the fuck? You had about 4 players that were open in the middle or on the left, and he went for a scuffed shot into the middle. Oh, God.
Yeah, well, the space opened up for him. I don't mind the shot. It was just the shot was absolutely awful.
I don't know if there was any claims. Frank Clark famously managed Forest when they're Jason Lee up front and Badil and Skinner would ridicule him every week.
Yeah, one of the legends at Forest won the one of their European Cup triumphs.
I mean, yeah, if obviously after this, irrelevant to the result, strongly recommend you find on BT Sport the documentary, or I Believe in Miracles, which is about how Nottingham Forest won the one. It's mostly about Clough, but it's also a bit about the players as well. So, yeah,
I've had it saved on my Sky, like Sky Plus, like Sky HD for like ages. I haven't got around to watching it yet.
Strongly recommend watching it. You won't be able to get the song "I Believe in Miracles" out of your head as well after it.
Rice plays back to Ben Johnson, and all the way back to Fabianski. Looks quite good. Did you say you've been to the City Ground?
No. I said I haven't been to the ground. I've been outside it, but I've not been to it.
Right. Yeah, it looks quite a cool ground actually.
Been to the club shop, but not been in the stadium.
It's 4-0. Oh,
very good ball by Fornells. Oh, that's beautiful.
Antonio plays.
Terrible decision making. Oh, God.
Oh,
is that a foul? That's a foul, though. The second one's a foul. So that second one to try and play it back is a foul. The first one was players running into each other. Souček just siped someone down, and he knows it. He's nodding. He's like, yeah, that's a foul.
Good play between Souček and
okay, to be fair, that was a foul on Worrell as well to begin with.
Yeah, I think it was O'Brien.
That was a foul.
It was O'Brien.
O'Brien. It was O'Brien. And the second one was the one the ref blew for, and Souček was just like, yeah, fair enough.
It's 4-0. Pablo's had a ridiculous amount of space in this last 10 minutes or so. Here's Ben Rama. Williams does decent. No, Benny's still got it. Plays it back. 4-0.
First time we actually got a decent ball forward. Okay, that was a better shot, but there was too many boys. Rice, be careful.
He's Lingard.
Oh no, they're in. It's 1-0. Oh no, okay.
No, Woney's way offside.
Is it? Okay, good. But so that was actually really good goalkeeping by Fabianski, but I was worried for a second he'd given a penalty away.
I mean, you don't need VAR for that one. I mean, that was it was way off.
But typical. Yeah. This is like we're on the verge of thinking, okay, we could get a goal here. Then on the counter, yeah, he was way off.
Yeah, but you're right though. Fabianski did really well if the play was live. Obviously.
That's why when the flag went up, I was worried that was for a penalty.
So yeah, I mean 4-0 with a good ball, but not it wasn't really the play you wanted to fall to. It's too foul. So maybe should Moyes
is complaining to the fourth official about something, and Nolan is acting as the peacemaker. Something's happened. Okay. Couldn't have been an offside because there was two defenders behind him. Yeah, Moyes is complaining again.
I wonder what he's complaining about.
Oh, he's channeling his inner Jurgen Klopp.
No, he's not going to say it's too dry though, is he?
The shirts are too red. They're reminding him of Bloody Marys.
Did you see Goldbridge's tweet? I think a lot of people didn't understand his tweet from half-time yesterday. Did you see it?
I saw a tweet. I can't remember what it was, but it was quite amusing.
Yeah, just tell me. It was like I think we need to change the shirts at half-time.
Oh yeah, I get it. No, yeah, I saw it and I was like, yep, I get it. The players can't see each other.
I think a lot of a lot of people what they're reading on Twitter just didn't understand the joke.
Yeah, they didn't get the reference because they were born in 1997. Yeah, like the referring to Man United's excuse that the players can't see each other in that grey kit.
Yeah.
Whereas actually in the green kit, it makes more sense.
Yeah, exactly. Ball comes in. Oh, that
terrible cross.
Way behind by Awoni there.
Oh, I've noticed from the West Ham fans there has been some things thrown by the corner flag. Some like pieces of paper.
Money.
It must be the Lingard money. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, and he was offside. He was offside as well before he got that ball in as well.
Yeah. Yes.
Sean Dyche is in the crowd, another Forest legend. He started off at Forest, I think, and
I
then went
know.
to Chesterfield.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't quite say Forest legend, Forest youth player, 87 to 89.
Oh, I could have sworn he played for them under Clough and stuff like that. Like,
No, he came up through the ranks, and
yeah,
I don't think he played a game for
I know
Forest.
he made his name at Chesterfield, and then Watford signed him up. Pretty certain he played for Millwall as well at one point.
Oh,
Okay, Zuma with the assist. Okay,
Johnson,
right. While they've got players up the pitch, just run back this way. Yep, well done.
And not for the first time, Cresswell has got a load of space down this left. Plays it back to Rice. Fornells with a good ball forward. Is Ben Rama?
That is.
Run it. Ben Rama, he's done well. Get it in the box.
Yes. Oh, how have you missed that? I want to see that again, but that looks like one of the worst misses I've ever seen.
Oh no, that's far too harsh. It was behind him, and it was fired miles an hour.
I'm seeing it again.
Ben Rama does well. Worrell goes to the floor.
Okay, no, all right. It was Bowen, and it wasn't what I thought it was. I thought I didn't see the ball hit him at first thing. I just saw him fall over, and I was like, he's just fallen over with the goal open in front of him.
Yeah, and the goal wasn't even open.
No. But at first, I thought it was an open goal. I thought the players were beside him, not in front of him. So it was all happened so fast.
Yeah, Ben Rama's had a lot better game today than he did against the City. I thought he was awful when he come on. I think he's quite lucky to start, actually, but he's had a good game so far today.
I mean, I can't help but think bringing Cornet on down that left with the space we're getting. I'm just thinking like it'd be harsh. I think it would be harsh to take anyone off, but
that's obviously why you have a squad, isn't it? I mean, if it's 0-0 with half hour to go, I mean, Skamaka and Cornet surely got a couple, or at least one.
Oh no, that's what I mean. Like, I was thinking, okay, we'll move if Benny's having a good game, move him into number 10, but then it'd be harsh to take Fornells off. Because I think Fornells, apart from one or two bad decisions with regarding to people that are at up there in space.
Yeah, agreed, mate. Right, so Fabianski's got the ball, just waiting for players to get up the pitch.
Mickey's back in that battle between Niakite and Antonio again.
Been a great
battle. No complaints. Niakite beat him to the ball straight up. Oh, that's a brilliant ball by Fornells to.
He's dictating the play at the moment, Fornells.
He's sitting back a bit deeper from his normal position as well.
Yeah. His Rice plays back to Pablo. Good ball forward to Bowen.
Oh, scrappy. He's given away a free throw in. That's what I like to see. Forest fans are applauding their players for winning a throw in. That's the level of happiness I wish all football fans had. They're absolutely buzzing about winning a throw in their own half.
It's just being competitive, though, isn't it? Yeah. That's what you want. Attacking areas for Forest, not a surprise. 50% down their left-hand side. That's where Awoni's been playing. He's playing on the left of him and Johnson, so it's no surprise. It's been a lot down their left as well, and obviously Lingard's been going into that space down the left as well. Is it throw for West Ham? Soufal is to take it. Takes it to Antonio. Does really well. Is Bowen? Does not so well. Is Fornells. Plays it to Ben Rom.
Referee in the way.
Cresswell's on the left again. Plays it back to Ben Rom. Look at the space he's got. Benny's going to shoot here.
He's gone for shot. Mickey's got. Oh, just wide.
Oh, what a shot!
It was just wide. So Benny had the shot. It got blocked. It broke to Mikel Antonio with his back, who turned with his back to goal, and just flung the shot. He should have tried to cushion it to Bowen, but it all happened too fast. It all happened way too fast. He should have tried to cushion it to Bowen.
Well, it was good effort by Antonio. I mean, could he have taken a touch? Could he have turned and swiveled?
It all happened too fast, and there was defenders bearing down, and the time he'd taken to the touch, they would have been right in his face blocking it. I can't, it's all well and good, but this isn't like a situation where it's like Harry Kane should have squared it to Sterling. It weren't like that. Like, there was no time on the ball. He at no point did he have the ball under control. He just stuck a leg out and swung.
Well, it come out of nowhere because the the shot from Ben Rama took a wicked deflection, and the Forest defenders were so deep.
Oh, Fornells has lost the ball to Johnson. Final third, wins it back well.
He's
Very well done, Fornells. Oh, Wall's done well to press Ben Rama, and now yep.
Plays it back to Toffolo. Is Lingard back to Toffolo, the left wing back. Not a great ball though. So Souček plays it forward. Is Antonio does well to hold it up. That's got to be a foul. Rare. How can you not give that a foul? Is Lingard. Souček's facing him up. Mingala.
Referee stops the ball and we win it back. This ref's having a fucking nightmare.
He's got in the way there. The ref obviously they're going to give it back to Forest.
I know,
which is fine. But the ref's got to get out of the way there. That's twice he's
yeah. Ref anyway, back on the yeah.
He's O'Brien. He's had a lot of touches. Number 14 for Forest. Awoni's down the left. Oh, bad touch.
Bad touch. Tried to do some stupid step over, and Zuma just slams the ball out of field.
Back up to Toffolo. Crosses it. Is Johnson.
Oh, shit.
No.
Oh, great save by Fabianski. Great save by Fabianski.
I did brilliant there to get across there because Johnson, I think, tried to head it towards goal. Didn't get enough.
Williams on it. Yeah.
Ended up, and Nico Williams was at the back post. Ran towards it. Yeah, good save by Fabianski. If he didn't get there, if he got there a little bit slow, I think that's it. That's in the goal. Yeah, did really well there. Williams did well to even get a foot on to get a shot on target. But yeah, Williams to take the corner, back post, clear it, and then
Fornells clears it out, and then Ben Rama's bearing. Brilliant first touch by Ben Rama. Oh my God, he's straight through. He's done him. Another guy. He's not.
Rice. Oh, just behind him. Oh, he did so well there, Ben Rama.
People will be up with him.
Go on, ball forward, Ben Rama.
Ben Rama.
Yes.
No, they've blown for something.
Yes, it's a goal.
It's going to count. Yes, it's going to count. Oh, that's going to go to VAR. That's going to go to VAR because there was a foul in the build-up off the ball. That's going to go to VAR, and I think it will be disallowed.
Well, they're going to check it, but if it stands, what a goal that is.
Antonio fouled, I think, Niakite in the build-up. He got a little dig on him.
What a move that was. Hopefully they give it. Rice did well too.
Yeah, mate. Look, Mickey runs straight into someone. I'm not sure, but this is brilliant. Where he nutmegs number 14. Oh my God, that's the Ben Rama.
Yeah, and it was Ben Rama against Lingard and O'Brien, and plays in Rice, slows down play brilliantly. Then Rice, Antonio, amazing ball, and he's onside. Ben Rama,
he's onside. It's just that Antonio running into someone. It wasn't Niakite. He's standing up. I thought it was Niakite. It might have been Ingala. Oh,
they're going to the screen.
They're going to the screen. It's because of Antonio's foul.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. He said I'll be very surprised if this stands.
Yeah, second goal, possible foul.
But it's like it doesn't interfere with the play. Sadly, he just runs into him. It's an accident. I mean, I don't think this is going. I think they're going to chalk it off. If I'm honest, I think they're going to chalk it off.
Yeah, no, they have done.
Yep.
No, it's a shame because it was a great move and a lovely finish by Ben Rama, but it's VAR, yes, been ruled out, fortunately. You know, as soon as they go to the screen, it's going to be ruled out.
Yeah, just because the problem is, I think if that doesn't happen, it doesn't change anything. It's frustrating, but I understand why they've gotten rid of it. I understand it's a foul. There's no, if that had happened to us, we'd be annoyed.
Yeah, cool.
You know.
Oh, well, it was a shame, but fair enough. It's been ruled out. Back to 0-0, and it's back underway. Is Mangala plays it to Brennan Johnson. Cross comes in. It's well cleared by I think Souček. He's back there. Worrell heads it on. Souček wins another header. Williams runs onto it. Williams Cuts inside. Williams shoots.
Good save. Fabianski had that covered all day long.
Yeah, good save by Fabianski. He holds on to it. Yeah, but yeah. Williams didn't have a particularly great game by the look of it against Newcastle from the highlights I saw, but he's had been a bit of a stormer today.
Well, I think they're playing different tactics, and possibly even a different formation at home.
Yeah, Rash, you did, mate, but unfortunately the goals.
Oh God! For God's sake, referee, be consistent. That's got to be a free kick to us using your own logic. Antonio got blocked off, and he's going mental. He didn't get a free kick.
Yeah, come up to the 45 minutes. Probably be a couple of minutes of stoppage time, I would fancy. Here we go, 3 minutes. Oh, Ben Rama's done. Oh no, it's a foul been given. Yeah, I tell you what. Yeah, Ben Rama, what a 45 minutes he's had. I mean, I thought, as I say, I thought it was shocking him when he came on against City. I thought it was awful, but I think he's played out his skin today so far. Apart from obviously got the disallowed goal, but his general crossing, his running with the ball and passing.
I just love thinking of like how Moyes deals with out of form players. Remember when he went up to Anderson? Was like, "Are you Brazilian?" He's like, "So that's your motivation training, reminding him of his nationality. Are you Brazilian?" He's gone up to Ben Rama. Are you Algerian?
Right, ball's played out to the left.
Forest have got a lot of bodies in the area. Oh shit!
Ball comes in.
Oh, what a shambles! What an absolute shambles! And it's my boy. My boy has scored.
Right, so
Lingard got the assist, the bastard.
Just before half time as well. There we are. Yeah, so he's played well with Woney today. Bit of a fortuitous goal. I mean, comes down Forest left again, not for the first time. Cross comes in, and yeah, Lingard absolutely scuffs his shot, and ends up with Woney who taps it in. And it comes off. Oh, Ben Johnson tries to clear it. I think gets a toe on it, and ends up with Woney. Oh yeah. Yeah, Woney doesn't even shoot, just hits him and goes in. Yeah, it comes off Lingard's heel. Johnson tries to clear, hits Woney's knee and goes in. Okay, what a fortuitous goal that is. Yeah, Charles, for fuck's sake. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, there we go. There's Forest's first goal in the Premier League this season.
Forest
not what you need.
Fans are buzzing going into half time. Oh, okay. Ben Rama's done very well again.
Ben Rama. Cresswell. Oh.
Very well defended.
Ball's played forward. It's more intercepted. So it can't be long left to half time. Yeah, there we are. There is half time. So yeah, a very entertaining half between Forest and West Ham. So it's ended up with the home side Forest leading at half time. Your thoughts on that first half, Dennis?
No real complaints, just a bit of frustrations with the referee at times. I understand why our goal was disallowed, but it is what it is. Good job we've actually got a couple of options on the bench. It'd be harsh to take anyone off, but I do think we need to bring on Cornet for his pace.
Yeah, a real good half from both sides.
Just a little bit worried that Antonio might lose his head a little bit because he's getting very frustrated with the referee.
Yeah, no, agreed. But he's had a good battle with Niakate today, number 19 for Forest. But it's been a good game actually, a real open game for both sides. Forest, as you'd expect, they come out of the blocks. Obviously, their first home Premier League game in 23 years. But West Ham, I think we withheld the storm pretty well, grew into the game, had a few chances. Souček with a header that was unfortunately straight at Henderson. just behind him, and then we had the disallowed goal about 5 minutes or so before half time. In the end was ruled out for VAR. It's frustrating, but I can understand why. And then about a minute or so into stoppage time, Awonu, who was a real threat all game, he gets a fortuitous goal, and Forest take the lead going into the second half. So let's go to the chat. Charles, thanks, mate. Hope you're enjoying Florida. We should be winning this game. Yeah, agree with that. Poor refereeing hasn't helped, but side has been superb. Yeah, Ben Ronald's been West Ham's man of the match today. I think he's been fantastic. So
it's good to see. It's good to see, Charles. You haven't been eaten by an alligator yet.
Yeah, very true. Yeah.
But Ben Rama has had a very good game. That's why my calls for Cornet to come on is purely for just the fact that we need that we get in that much space down the left. I think Fornells has had a very good game as well. Souček hasn't been bad, just no idea why he keeps showing up on the wide right. It'd be harsh to take anyone off. I mean, out of all of them, I can't believe I'm saying this, Rice is the one that hasn't done he's still done a bit, but out of our midfield, they've all played really, really well. Rice has played well. As a result, by default, Rice is the one that that hasn't been at his best, is what I would say. Believe it or not, West Ham fans can say that. Whereas I think Souček's had a very good game. Fornells and Ben Rama have been bloody brilliant. So, Bowen hasn't been fantastic, but he's been putting himself about a bit.
All right, let's go back to the chat. Noah, thanks, mate. Liverpool in the Premier League. Well, they'll be right up there again in this season. So, Charles Dennis compliment Ben Rama. Are we in the upside down?
For context, for anyone watching doesn't have the context, when we were signing Ben Rama, I said, look, I don't know a lot about him, but a friend of mine that watches Brentford told me these loads of cons about him, that some of them have been proven true over time. And because of that, it's become Dennis hates Ben Rama. I had no opinion on Ben Rama. I was just regurgitating the words of other people.
Yeah, no.
Seriously though, Charles, be careful of the alligators.
Yeah, no, it's no, he's been very good, Ben Rama. He's been a real threat down the left-hand side. And obviously the goal was disallowed, but he's dribbling to take it past. I think it was O'Brien, and Lingard was tracking back, was superb. Played out to Rice, who did brilliantly to pick out Ben Rama. It's a lovely finish by Benny. Unfortunately, the foul was given with Antonio. I don't know who was on Niakate or Mangala. I think it might have been, but
I think it was Ngala. It wasn't Niakate because he was stood. He was stood up when the goal went in.
Yeah, it might have been Mangala then in that case. But it's real shame. But I think there's still plenty of hope for West Ham. I think we've created enough chances, and I think obviously with the subs we've got to come on in the second half, I think we should create a few more in the second half. Maybe turn it around. I mean, the amount of space that Forest has given us in the wide areas, particularly down our left. I mean, we have made advantage, not necessarily in terms of goals, but in terms of the crosses we put in. I mean, Aaron Crystal's put in about 3 or 4 real quality deliveries. Hasn't quite led to anything, but if they keep giving us the space, then eventually, and even in the middle with Fornells, I think we'll pick someone out eventually and hopefully get a goal or two. Let's go to the chat. How does your fan TV? Love it. Thanks, lads.
Hello.
With Forest again. Antonio was getting instructed.
I remember the playoff final. Yes, Huddersfield should have had a couple of penalties, shouldn't you?
And thanks, guys. Their goal was the luckiest I've ever seen. Yeah, it was a definition of a shithouse goal or scrappy goal, whatever you want to call it.
It was a football manager goal.
Oh, it was. Yeah, Philip, thanks, mate. Chance to know, I hope so. But Liverpool have to buy midfielder for the close of the window. You never walk alone. Yeah, probably. If it's probably the weaker area in Liverpool's team.
Main thing I want from Liverpool is their manager to stop crying and grow some dignity. I'd like that.
And there we are back, and then Little Town TV, fan TV, bring on Cornet in the. I guess that's Cornet in the second half. Yeah, I think so. I think if it will come on, maybe not at half time because we've actually played pretty well, but maybe if stay the same half hour ago, then bring him and the Scamacca on. West Ham should be winning, and I wish I could laugh about that playoff final. Yeah, they're the best games to win the playoff finals, but they're obviously the worst ones to lose.
Especially in the circumstances Huddersfield lost it in. It was, oh, mate, the refereeing was so dodgy.
They're just showing the disallowed goal again. I mean, what a ball that is by Rice, by the way, to pick out Ben Rama. He was well onside, and then just showing, I think it was Mangala, I think that Antonio fouled. It's a lovely finish by Ben Rama. I'd love to know. Obviously, I've got it on mute, so I don't know what they're saying. But
I've got it very quietly. David Jones is basically saying he's got to be impartial. He's basically saying, like, how has this been disallowed?
Yeah.
Souness is obviously taking the referee side because it's Souness.
So he's saying it should have been disallowed then?
Yeah, Souness is saying it should have been disallowed.
Yeah.
There's I'm going to sound incredibly rude. There's a lady in the studio. I have no idea who she is. I've never seen her before.
That's Karen Carney.
Karen Carney. Okay, I recognise the voice. Yeah, she's basically saying it. She's been in situations where like that and no foul's been given. So yeah, I've muted it now. But basically, Souness is taking the side of the referee. Karen Carney is going, I've been in games where we've had that go against. We've had that happen, and the foul's not been given. So.
And there we are. Let's go back to the chat quickly. So, Huddersfield fan TV, thanks, mate. Yes, it was the circumstance of the playoff final, not just losing it, which is bad enough. Yeah, no, I can totally agree, mate. Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah, we'll sub to you guys as well. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. What's Charles said? Graham Souness said Forest have been the better team and deserved the lead. Okay, I'm not sure about that. They have created chances, but I think West Ham have created even more so.
I reckon Souness is also wondering what Paul Pogba where's Paul Pogba in this game? No, but on a serious note, Huddersfield Fan TV, thank you. I am not just saying this because you're on it. I quite like Huddersfield. I liked it when he came up and stayed up against all the odds, especially when you beat Reading. If that Reading side had gone up in 2017, that would have been one of the biggest shithouses of all time with Jaap Stam as their manager. They were so poor that game. So. I was loving it when you won on penalties against Reading.
Yeah, I think Huddersfield were brilliant when they first come up against all the odds. I mean, they gave West Ham an unbelievable scare in the home game.
That was the year they went down. That was the second season where they just didn't invest well enough. But yeah, I think their manager resigned after the game. Like he immediately resigned. Like I think 2 hours after it.
Wagner was it?
No, so Wagner had gone earlier when they were almost.
The
other German guy came in and he resigned within.
Do you remember? Do you remember this, Dennis? When one of the Sky reporters, who was it? Does one not Jeff Shreves? He's one of the other post match. Oh, what's his name?
Well, tell me what happened. I might remember who it was.
So he goes into the crowd thinking it's the other Huddersfield manager, the new one they brought in. Yeah. This is when they appointed him. And it was just some random fella in the crowd who looked like 1% like him.
No idea. Don't remember that. I'll have to look into that.
Dennis doesn't remember something. Okay, no, okay. I'm just gonna have a quick chat about something, Dennis. Quickly, I'm gonna quickly look this up. About anything, Dennis.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said we're going to have a chat. I was like, right.
No, you chat. I'm going to look up this mistaken identity.
No, it's nice. Well, the Huddersfield Town people are still watching. I remember when we were linked with Jordan Rhodes every 5 minutes when he was with you before he went to Blackburn. And that would have been another what if. What if he had joined us and gone to the Premier League right away instead of being in the Championship? Who would have known? Also, Charles, I'm assuming you're not able to jump on where you are in Florida. But if you can, you're welcome. Mainly because we need you to be ahead of us and scream, it's a goal, before we see it. Other than that, I'm not sure. Just obviously not too many West Ham fans in the comments at the minute, which is interesting. So hopefully, hopefully second half we'll a lot of times Moyes takes them in at half time, and we'll give them a sorting out, and we come out better second half. Didn't quite happen last weekend against City. But last season, that's happened quite a bit. So hopefully we see a bit more of that.
Yeah, no, great. Okay, so it was so the other Huddersfield manager, the other German, was Jan Stewart or something like Seward. Was the manager, and then this one of the Sky Sports reporters. He just interviewed a football fan called Martin Warhurst.
Yeah,
he was just sat in the crowd and mistook him for Jan Stewart. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't remember this happening at all.
I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it in the private chat for you. I guarantee you'll recognise it. Absolutely brilliant.
Oh, for God's sake! I mean, okay, like it's more than 1%. It's more 5%.
Yeah, it'd be like, "Are you Jan, the new manager?" He laughed and said, "No, that's not me. I'm Martin from Wakefield." That is absolutely brilliant.
I'm a much more attractive guy. It's like when the Irish newspaper mixed up Stormzy with Lukaku.
Oh,
Jesus, I remember that. Yeah, when they posted a picture of Stormzy in a blue sort of jacket instead of it being Lukaku in an Everton shirt or Everton jacket.
Oh, that's it. It's Patrick Davidson. Patrick Davidson was the one who interviewed this. He thinks he's Jan Stewart or whatever, and it's Martin from Wakefield. Yeah, Patrick Davidson. Yeah,
Martin from Wakefield. You just excuse me 1 minute. I just need to go get something.
All right, mate. All right, Russ, I'm just going to send you a link, mate. Oh, right. Well, hopefully West Ham can turn this around in the second half. It's been, well, West Ham played really well actually, but I think both teams have created a good amount of chances. But yeah, obviously Forest, they took one of theirs in fortunate circumstances. But yeah, hopefully West Ham can get back into it and hopefully go on to get a winner in the second 45. But for those watching, let us know what your thoughts in the second half. Should West Ham make any changes? If there's any Forest fans watching that, you pleased with your performance? Obviously, first home game in the Premier League in 23 years. I think you guys would have settled for a 1-0 lead at half time for certain. Second half's going to come up soon. I think I wouldn't, from West Ham point of view, I wouldn't change much at the moment. I think generally we got better as the half went on. Created a number of opportunities and just obviously got to take them. But we've got options on the bench if it comes to it. Excusing a couple of goalkeepers, got Scamacca, Lanzini, Cornet as well to come on, as well as a couple of defenders and that. So we'll see how the second half goes. But it was a really competitive first half. Absolutely flew by, even with the water break. The first half absolutely flew by. So hopefully more the same for the second half. So the players are coming out for the second half. Doesn't look to be any changes. Of course, we'll let you know if there is any. Steve Cooper, the Forest manager, having a chat with a couple of the officials. So we've got a real feel to the Newcastle game, the first game of last season, where I think Forest, I think Newcastle were 2-1 up at half time, and West Ham just absolutely blitzed them in the second half. With I think Ben Rama got on the score sheet, so hopefully a similar sort of fight back in the second half of this match would be I'd be pretty happy with. Obviously other travelling West Ham fans as well. All right, so the second half is about to get underway. About 40 seconds or so beyond the live coverage, so about to get underway in this second half. I think there's been any changes for either side as yet. Right, and here we go. Second half's underway. Forest got the ball when Worrell clears out the pitch. Sufo odds it away. And Fornell's got it already. Oh, well intercepted by, I think it was by Williams. And then Rice does well to win that ball. Plays out wide to Ben Rama. He had a good first half. Let's see if he carries it on in the second half. Plays it behind his. Fornell shoots. Oh, it's the bar. Souček. Oh, what a save. Antonio, and it's cleared in the end by
Oh my God, I've just caught that. Sorry, my internet went for about a second and suddenly we're having a shot and I think it rattles the crossbar, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's the bar. Fornell does brilliantly.
Ooh, 1966, eat your heart out. Great save by Henderson on the rebound.
And then, hits the line, obviously nowhere near the goal line. Souček heads it. Good save by Henderson. So, what a flying start to start by West Ham. I've WhatsApped it to you, Russ. I'll send it to you on DM as well. But yeah, flying start. Great. Ben Rama did well to play in for Pablo. And then good save on the rebound from Souček's header. Couldn't quite get enough power on it, but he did well to get on target anyway. Yeah, flying start for
going forward again a little bit. I take it there's been no changes, yeah?
Yeah, I don't think there's been any changes for either side.
I mean, I opened up Twitter on the browser. I saw at halftime lots of people wanting us, and this is, I think, suicide based on their aerial threat. They want us to put Lanzini on for Souček.
Okay, don't really understand.
I don't think Souček's been a bit of a threat. I just want him to sort of stay in the middle, not be on the right. That's all.
Yeah.
So you can get into the box when the ball comes in.
He's the goal scorer, won't he, against Zuma. That's been a real battle all game. We're trying
to rear away now. Antonio once again being pulled back by Niakite. That is one battle, but I don't think it was enough for a foul. Oh, go on. That's brilliant. Great ball. Bowen, come on. Use your brain, Jared.
Oh, Bowen's he's got O'Brien next to him.
Corner.
He's done well there. Yeah, I was saying, mate, just as you just before you come back, that this has got shades of the Newcastle first game of last season.
Right, yeah.
Shades of that where they were obviously Newcastle were ahead. I think it was 2-1, and we just come roaring back in the second half. And hopefully, it's a similar thing today.
Hopefully,
fingers crossed. Anyway, but it's been a real bright start in the second half from West Ham point of view. Bowen is about to take this corner.
We got all of them up. Souček, Rice, Ben Rama's on the goalkeeper instead of Antonio. That's a different one.
Yeah. Corner comes in.
No.
It's headed away. Fornells.
Terrible shot on the edge of the area by Fornells, but he had a lot of pressure on him. Goes out for a throw in near enough the halfway line. Thanks for confirming the score, DHL Express.
It's a throw for West Ham. Cresswell's gonna take it. Here he is Russ. First time in a while. All right, Russ.
How you doing, chaps?
How you doing? Yeah, fine, thanks, mate. Apart from obviously the scoreline, but we're all good. We're
nice to see you.
We're about 40 seconds behind, by the way.
I know I'm watching it live.
So we're just hit 49 minutes now.
Okay, I'm about 40 seconds ahead of you.
Yeah. Dennis is
on the. Yeah.
Dennis is on Now TV, so I've paused it, allowed him to catch up.
Very well done. Very well won by Rice in the middle.
Plays it out wide to Cresswell. A lot of space again down this left for Aaron in the second half, which is no complaint from me. Ben Rama plays back to Fornells. Waits for options, plays it to Rice. Good ball to Sufal.
Oh, nearly loses it.
Oh, good ball.
Very good ball.
Crosses it in.
Oh, very well defended again.
Yeah,
I don't think Antonio was getting to that. He was ahead of it, but Zuma wins it in the air. That's good. Oh, good. We kept it on the right. Jared Bowen bringing it inwards. Boys off Lingard.
Just hit the crossbar.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Cresswell. We're just hitting 50 minutes now, Ross. Is Rice. Back to 4 nails. Sufel
Save.
plays it forward. Souček.
Souček with a handball there, sadly.
Yeah.
What was the first half like anyway?
Oh no, that's a replay. That's a replay they're showing of.
Yeah, it's a replay, Russ. Yeah.
First half was good. I think, as you'd expect, Nottingham Forest, their first Premier League home game since '99. They come flying out the traps, and got into it. Scored a goal that was ruled out for VAR, unfortunately, and then Forest scored the most.
That's a come on.
Scored the most shit house of goals, and took the lead just in stoppage time.
Ah.
But yeah, it's been a nice open game. Both teams create chances, so it's been a good game to watch.
Don't know. One of your lads has just gone down the penalty area. It's just been pushed.
What minute are you on, Russ?
51-45.
Oh, you're still way ahead of us with 51-10.
All right. When you get to 52, let me know.
Okay. Right, Sufel's going to take this throw in. Antonio
goes down in the box.
No, that's not a foul.
That won't get looked at.
No, they shouldn't do. Sufel.
It's not enough, is it?
Good cross. Oh, it's well headed away by Niakate. Not for the first time. Lingard heads it on. Awoni's got it.
Does very well to win it back.
It's brilliantly there. Oh, good ball forward is Bowen. Oh, well defended by McKenna. It's going to be a corner. Just cut 52, right. Runs 53, 54.
Yeah, we're just coming up to 52 now, mate.
58, 59, and 52 minutes.
Yeah, 52 minutes, mate.
Bowen did well to force a corner and McKenna does well to only concede a corner there. So is Bowen to take it. Comes in and it's well held by Henderson. Plays out wide to Lingard's he's dragged to this left-hand side. Now take the corner. Take the throw in at the halfway line.
Did you ever go in for Lingard or not? I don't know. I was totally out of the loop.
We had. I think we gave him 3 contract offers.
Oh, okay. He went to Forest instead.
Well, basically, depends on who you believe. He was using other clubs as leverage against the other. And then came to us like, I want to come to you guys, but hang on, it's fucking 2-0.
Oh, it's 2. Jeez.
And don't tell me. I know it's not. It's Johnson.
It's Lingard.
Looking out of nothing.
Jesse Lingard. Yeah, it's 2-0 Forest.
I mean, West Ham, against the run and play. West Ham had a better start the second half.
We're preparing for it to go out for a throw in. They just kick it long. Johnson.
Oh, he's offside.
He's offside. VAR better look at that. He is offside.
He's way off there.
He's offside. They better be checking that. Yeah, I think they are now.
Assuming it come off a Forest player last. Which I'm pretty sure was the case, but I'll have to check it.
Their owner's done the crossing things, wanting it to stand.
Yeah, so if it's a Forest player's the last touch, and clearly Johnson is offside, but if a West Ham player touches it last, then it's irrelevant. Yeah, there we go. Offside's been given.
Yeah. Lifesaver, because coming back from 2-0, I think be throwing on Scamacca immediately.
Yeah, got away with that one because that was out of nothing really.
How did Scamacca get on in your last game?
City came on, played very, very well, but it was a case of we didn't have anything to lose by the time he came on. We didn't. He came on, then we quickly went 2-0 down, but he was very good in the air at bringing our wingers into the game. It just didn't help that Ben Rama had an absolute stinker, whereas today Ben Rama's having a very good game.
Yeah, he only come on for a half hour, Russ, as a sub. So about half hour or so, but he looked really, really impressive actually.
Him and Benny came on with about just over half an hour to go, but then Haaland scored within a couple of minutes of him being on the pitch, sadly.
Mm.
Do you think you're just easing him in, or do you think he'll be
I
a starter soon?
I think give it a couple more games. It's also unfair to drop Mickey unceremoniously, considering how well he's played for us for the last two and a half years. There's an element.
It might be a case, Dennis, where they actually play up front together.
Yeah, it could be. Depending,
I wouldn't rule that out.
Once we get proper centre backs back, I'm thinking more free at the back.
Williams with the corner. And it's Rice who heads it away brilliantly. He's Bowen. Oh, that's got to be a foul. Yeah, it's been given. I think Mangala was fouling Bowen there. Yeah, carry on, Dennis.
Free at the back with Cornet and maybe Kufal as wing backs could be the way forward.
Yeah, I agree, man. They're just showing the offside, and it was I think it was Mangala. It was a good ball, but yeah, Brennan Johnson,
great ball forward. Talk about it again. Okay, they're in again here.
Yeah, he's Williams. Oh, Johnson does well, and it's a corner for Forest.
Well, they don't miss Jordan Spence, do they?
Jordan Spence was ex-West Ham player.
Jed Spence.
Jed Spence.
Yeah.
That's
Jordan Spence
one of them. Got the right letter.
West Ham next big thing that never really happened, sadly.
Yeah,
and not being a league player.
Yeah, Jed Spence is at Tottenham, isn't he now?
Yeah, he's got Spurs. Yeah.
Second choice right back, isn't he? But probably soon to be first choice.
Not bad backup to have, to be honest.
Nah, I'm confident he'll overtake Doherty as well soon.
Oh my God!
What a save by Fabianski! What a save!
Flappy Hansky.
I think he's long since got rid of that nickname.
I'll tell you what, it was a good header by Newcastle. I think Souček just took the sting out of that one.
Yeah.
It hit him.
It's hit Souček first, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If that was flushed from near Carter, I don't think Fabianski saves that. But
no.
It was still a good grab though. But wasn't much.
Something's happened down the other end now because he's on the edge of the pitch. Is it? What's happened now? What? Without the commentary, this doesn't help. But now they're showing the fans. But it's like, hang on, Niakate looked like he was. It looks like there's been a corner to us almost the way he was stood. Okay, no, it's a throw-in. Okay, fair enough.
Forest in the last 5 minutes have been absolutely dominant.
And then we're just kicking and hoping upfield, sadly.
And then Henderson clears that one. Well, that's a bit of a bonus.
What that was.
Yeah, I thought he was going to pick it up at one stage, but then it must have obviously trickled out of the box. Is Antonio good cross in? Oh, no one there though. And the back post goes out harmlessly for a goal kick.
I think we're preparing subs by the looks of it, mate. Yeah, Cornet, Skamaka and Lanzini are coming on.
Yeah, it's a good time. Just come up to the hour.
I'm not sure about Lanzini. I'll be bringing on Cornet, but that's me. We have 5 subs now, so it's not like if you...
Still have 5 subs, and Arteta still don't bring one on until like the 78th minute.
Well, I mean, with 2 wins, Russ, you must be delighted with the start of Arsenal's season.
Yeah, yesterday, I mean, it was a bit hairy because obviously we got Leicester scored and then we scored one, and then they scored again and then we scored straight after. So yeah, I mean, we've been scoring goals quite freely. Defensively yesterday we're a little bit
yeah.
But yeah, we haven't had to play anyone decent. Well, Palace was quite hard actually, but Palace are quite hard at home.
Palace played quite well, and they had a very good. Anderson had a very, very good game.
Yeah, he was very good. But then they had a bad preparation for the Arsenal game anyway. I think Palace.
Oh yeah, their pre-season was a bit.
Shocking.
Anyway, back to this game is Cresswell. Ben Rama. Does well to take past Williams. Is Ben Rama still got it?
That's a foul.
Foul, ref. Yeah,
he's gone down. Act like he's hurted, but that was horrendous.
It was pretty poor. Cheers, Charles. Ben Johnson's not centre back. I know we have injuries, but he's not comfortable there. Yeah, I thought we played well last weekend, but he's playing like a fullback playing a centre back today. I'd say not his fault, of course.
Is Charles on his second holiday? Is he?
Yeah, he's in Florida. At the moment.
He's gone alligator hunting.
Oh God.
There's a chance for West Ham. Cresswell went close in the first half, but it looks like it's going to probably be Ben Rama as it's on the left of the box.
Yeah.
But you never know. Cresswell might go for this one. All right, here we go. Cresswell takes it. Oh no!
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness!
Can't get any closer than that.
Oh, what an effort that was!
Jesus,
That's twice with the woodwork in the second half.
An inch lower both times, and we would have been we'd be 2-1 up.
Oh, yeah, you're right, man. I can't wait to see the replay of that one. That must have been Dean Henderson was rooted to the spot. Oh no!
Johnson again not looking comfortable. Rice has to bail him out.
Oh, that's a good
Cornels then has to bail him out. That's brilliant. No,
Right,
keep going. Yeah,
Pablo,
go on. Go.
Pass.
Get
Oh,
in the middle.
did get to him.
Wow! Go on.
Oh,
What a save by Henderson!
I think it was a block by McKenna.
Yeah, it was a block.
Okay, it doesn't look because of that angle. It looked like it was an amazing save.
Outstanding block by McKenna, but great move again by West Ham. Somehow not got an equaliser. Ben Rotherham's great. Is Souček running onto it?
Handball!
Oh, that's got to be a hand.
VAR!
Surely they're checking it.
Oh, is it an unnatural position? Don't know.
Yeah, it's away from his body.
Very unnatural position.
It's away from his body as well.
Ugh.
I think it's away from his body as well.
That's got to be a penalty. I'm sorry. I'm more than I'm annoyed. I'm disappointed, but I understood why they disallowed our goal. I understood. That's got to be a penalty. That has got to be a penalty.
Well, the ref is stood still. He must be waiting for his officials in Stockley Park. They help him out. Yeah,
really?
The screen. They're going to the screen.
You're going to the screen. And also, I just turned the commentary on to listen to see what's gone on. And just going to say, West Ham fans are completely out-singing Forest fans, by the way. All you can hear is I'm forever blowing bubbles.
So a lady having a go at the ref now.
The lady in the cafe nappy.
She's giving it some right.
The fourth official, the lines of the body language is like, it's a penalty. He's reading his lip word. He goes, it's a penalty.
Did he mean? I don't know if he meant to do that.
It's irrelevant. It's in front of
but the goalie would have saved it.
I've seen them given.
Well, I mean,
you got to think the goalie's going to save that.
It's not a natural position.
It's away from his body as well.
Penalty.
Yeah, he's giving it.
Penalty! Oh, who takes it though? Who takes the penalty?
And he's giving him a yellow card for it as well.
Well, it's got if he's giving handball, he's got to give a yellow, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, who takes the penalty though? Who takes one? I mean, Mickey, Rice. Is Lanzini on the pitch yet? I don't think we brought Lanzini on, so it's not Lanzini. Is it Mickey or Rice? Souček used to take them for Prague, but he hasn't ever taken one for West Ham. I think Mickey will take it, and I think he'll miss because it's against his old club. I'm sorry. I think Mickey will. If Mickey takes his penalty, I think he misses it.
The first instance looked an amazing block by Wall, but I mean every replay that looks more.
Well, I thought it was a save. Well, I was right. It was use his hand, so I wasn't right.
Yeah, it's a save, but unfortunately by the outfield player, not the goalkeeper.
I feel a bit unlucky for that though.
McKenna's been yellow carded.
Right,
so,
well, if his body's a little bit lower, it hits his chest, and it's a perfect block.
Yeah.
Rice is taking it. Oh,
come on, Declan.
Come on, Deck.
Here we go.
Where's Ant? Oh, he saved it.
He saved it.
Fucking hell.
That's a bad penalty.
Oh, Henderson does well. Jesus, that's not great. It's a penalty.
That's a terrible penalty.
Fuck me. How many chances are West Ham going to mess up in this second half?
Oh, my God. So easy.
Oh, dear.
That's terrible.
You can tell all day long where he's going to stick it.
No, it doesn't hit it well at all.
It's not a connection. I just think it's just bad penalty as well, isn't it?
Oh, fuck me. The chance we wanted to have, goal opportunity. We've had how many more efforts are we going to pass up in the second half?
Are we going to bring on Scamacca or what? Like he's been ready for about 10 minutes.
Just putting his instructions into Google Translate, probably. Babblefish. Remember that for the oldies? The kids won't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
Yes, you do.
Right. Anyway, up the other end, free kick to Forest. I think Williams is over it. I think he's probably going to dink it in. Yeah,
oh my god!
Oh,
what are you doing?
Oh,
What are you guys doing?
Near Karte just weren't expecting that. It just hits him.
I know. It's sailed over everyone's head.
He didn't anticipate it at all.
What?
He thought, I don't know if Johnson got a head on it to put him off, or he just missed it. But yeah, he didn't anticipate it at all. Anyway, back in play. Soufal hits out the pitch. And I think it's McKenna wins the header against Bowen. O'Brien takes it down the left. Go to him, someone. Soufal slips. Oh dear. Here's O'Brien. Dinks it. Headed away by Rice. And then cleared eventually by 4-0. Ben Ron with a good touch. Still a load of space for West Ham out wide. Rice plays out to Soufal. Again, acres of space. Can we make him advantage of it though? Plays at the 4-0. Bowen's
another one that should have been taken to penalty, in my opinion.
Wouldn't be a surprise if Bowen comes off, actually. Still not been his most effective game. And then near Karte with a good header.
Yeah.
Then Woney does really well there. Is Lingard.
That's foul, isn't it?
Yeah,
on,
ref
keep
plays.
playing. Play to the whistle. Play to the whistle.
Good
Go on, Mickey. Well done. Oh, that was a handball, but
play
playing
on.
on.
Play on. Antonio does brilliantly. Antonio. Oh,
good block. Good block.
Just gets away.
I think he was hoping to be pulled down. I think.
Yeah, just got away from him.
He carried on.
Johnson played.
Offside. Oh my days. Put a foot on it.
Yeah, Fabianski does brilliantly there, actually. Coolness personified.
It's gone out of play. Come on, make the subs. Come on. I
was gonna say, get your sub on.
They've been warming up. They've been ready to come on for nearly 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Like there's only 22 minutes of the game left. What are they gonna do?
Another good block by McKenna. This time,
like Lanzini's on.
Scamacca's on.
Yeah, Lanzini and Scamacca are on. Who's got?
I thought you boys would be dyeing your hair.
4-0 has come off.
He should have done it for your holiday.
4-0 and Antonio have come off.
He signed when you were away, didn't he?
Yeah, he signed the first night out.
Yeah.
I think we were 10 minutes into our first night out when it got announced. We were outside
you
the
were
Red Lion.
Get the spray on dye on your hair.
No.
Going blonde for your holiday.
Well, eventually the subs will come on and see if they make a difference. So throwing for Forest. Back to Williams. Still got it, Williams. Johnson plays
a pass, that is.
Oh no, you had time there, Souček.
A foul somewhere in there, isn't there?
Yeah, foul for West Ham, luckily. Yeah, for not only his aerial presence, Russ, but I think a couple of his passes
lay off and things like that.
Yeah,
hopefully he can lift us because we felt we've all been totally sort of deflated since missing the penalty, both us and the players on the pitch. Well, Scamacca immediately gives it away.
Yeah, we just praised him. He gave a really poor touch. Zuma did really well there to help his teammate out there.
What's going on, mate?
That's got to be a foul. That is
Linesman's giving it.
Two Forest defenders all over Scamacca, with McKenna being one of them.
They know he's
careful, isn't he?
Well, he's got to be careful, McKenna. He's been booked, hasn't he?
Water break.
It's a water break. Oh, I can't believe
There's got to be a lot. There's going to have to be a lot of added on time with the VAR and the VAR, the penalty, and the water break. There's going to have to be at least 3-4 minutes of added on time.
Well, yeah, and the VAR for Johnson's goal.
That's what I'm saying. The VAR for the disallowed goal, the penalty, and the water break. So
yeah.
Oh, here we are. We're going to see the free kicks, or both of them at least. Oh no, we're going to see Ben Rama's one now.
Yeah, hits the post, does he?
Hits the post, yeah.
God,
he was totally flat-footed.
Oh, and Henderson was getting nowhere near that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just showing the build-up to the penalty. I'll take it. Yeah.
Mm.
And then just shot comes in. Suchet. Oh, that is it's clear. Every replay is getting more stonewall. But yeah, this penalty from Rice was not very good at all. Henderson did well, but yeah, not the best of strikes, and he knows it as well. I agree, Charles. How are we not winning? Well, yeah.
Hit the bar, hit the post, had a penalty saved.
Well, no, it's like Andy Townsend. It's one of them.
Oh no, this is a Football Manager performance. Like,
yeah.
The difference is to make it a full Football Manager appearance, Forest would have had to have only had 2 shots all game. That's the only way this could be a full Football Manager. Although they're taking off number 9, that's good news for us.
Awoni's coming off. What a good performance he's put in.
He's been brilliant.
He's got a scrappy goal, but his general hold-up play, him and Zoom have had a titanic battle.
Causing us nightmares.
We'll never forget that goal.
It's still not as bad as Pickion's against Coventry.
Oh, nothing will beat that. And who's come on in his place? Has Surrey just come in on his place? I think it is.
No clue who this guy is.
Yeah. Sam Surrey just come on in his place.
Something. Okay, we have to. Been told to wait and take the free kick differently because I think we had too much of an advantage or something. No, I mean I think we took it too. We didn't not take it too quickly. I think we took it from the wrong place.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, Johnson. Okay.
Fabian's got it. Who's out the pitch?
Go on, Bowen. Oh, good block. Really no complaints.
Really good block. It was Worrell, I think it was, with the block.
That would have been a peach of a ball forward for Ben Rama.
Definitely. And if this stays the same, and this will be so unlucky, so unfortunate. But hopefully, there's still plenty of time for us to, not only get an equaliser, but go and get the winner. Zuma.
He's getting himself in trouble here.
He did well there.
Suchek's on the wing again.
Is Lanzini.
Lanzini's playing himself into trouble as well.
Yeah, Soufal plays it to Bowen, who does well.
Very well. Go on in the middle.
Out wide. And again, is Rice. Lanzini. Back to Ben Rama. Cresswell's there to support him. Lanzini. Back to Cresswell. Plays it to Ben Rama.
We're queuing him up.
Cuts inside to Lanzini. Switch it. Yeah, he does so to Soufal. Cross comes in. It's too deep.
Ball. Such a terrible ball.
Yeah, poor ball. Should have got done better. It's usually better than that, Soufal, but not to be. Bowen's holding his jaw there. I wonder if he got challenged by Worrell there.
Mm.
And that'd be an epic game later. Chelsea and Tottenham. It's such an early season clash. I mean, I wouldn't say 6 point, obviously, it's still too early, but Champions League places, that's a titanic of a battle. That'd be a good game to watch later.
Cucurella's making his debut for them. Dean Henderson's been booked for time wasting.
You still up for doing the Twitter space, Dennis, after this?
Yeah, might need a little bit of a rest break in between, but yeah, happy to do that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, if anyone wants to join us, me and Dennis will be doing a Twitter space, our first one, reviewing this game. If anyone wants to,
I'm sure Charles will be up for joining us.
Yeah,
go on, Skamaka. Yes,
Skamaka.
He's not quite in. He wasn't quite central on us, but come on.
Lay it
Decent
off.
pass. Oh, he's
still
gone for a
laid it
shot
off.
when he had options. Greedy bastard.
Anyway, he's still in play though. He's Cresswell. The space Ben Rama's had. Someone's got to find him. Cross comes in.
Deflection. They're going to save it though.
Throw.
Yeah, they're going to save it.
Goes out for a throw in.
He should have laid it off. Oh, if Niakate's injured, that's another boat. No, I don't want to wish injury on anyone, especially, one of my former Mines boys. But that would be good for us if he goes off because he's been their best defender.
Yeah, I don't know if he's holding his groin or if he's got cramp or something.
It looks like a hamstring, like the very, very bottom of the hamstring.
Let's have a look. It's him. It's Skamaka up against him.
He's just his hamstring's gone at the very base of it.
He's holding it, yeah. Yeah, he's been involved in some titanic battles today, particularly with Antonio before he went off.
Someone's being warmed up at light speed. Then number 5.
That's Steve Cook.
But I say, he looks a bit like a bit old for a Forest player.
Yeah, he's formerly of Bournemouth, of course.
Yeah, because the main thing for their signings is, with the exception of Lingard, I think all of them are like under 27. They're all signing young, decent players.
Yeah, it looks like Steve Cook's going to come on for Forest. Yeah, Niakate's been taken off.
Plenty of experience.
Yeah, he's knows his way about the Prem, Steve Cook. We'd be up for the battle. That's for certain. Yeah, so throw. I think Niakate's not actually gone off it. He's by the touchline, so might give him another chance. Anyway, back in play though is Ben Johnson, plays to Zuma, who's on the halfway line.
Go back to the keeper. See, this is God's sake, going back to the keeper when obviously centre back going out wide, and now it's a throw into Forest. I mean, Jesus, this is what frustrates me so much about when we're chasing a game, is that we're just bereft of ideas sometimes. Yeah, he's definitely coming on now.
Yeah, he's done.
They brought him onto the pitch to waste more time. Don't want to be too negative, but they brought him on the pitch just so then he was off the pitch. They go, oh yeah, you're off. Now that he's walking across the pitch to go off. Whereas if you look at when we brought our guys off, they left as nearest part of the pitch.
It's definitely a cap weather today in Nottingham. Well,
there's fans who've got the paper things on their head. It's like, I remember there's
some of them look better than others, I've got to say.
Yeah, remember last week people were like, "What's the state of this club?" And it's like, well, it's boiling hot, and yeah, like why not?
Yeah, Niakatei's come off. What a performance he's put in today. It's number 19.
Just going to say that's got to be another minute and a half added on. The amount, like he took a good minute to get off the pitch, and then there was like a good minute of treatment before then.
Got to see some hankies on heads soon.
Put or maybe they could go full Blackadder and put pencils up their nostrils as well. Skamaka, a good pass, but Soucek sort of doesn't quite read it and runs away from it. It bounces off him, right? Lanzini gets crunched.
Ball with a good header. Rice does
well to win it back, but
gives it away though.
I'm just going to say this. Rice has not had a good game. I'm just going to say it. He's not had a good game. Irrelevant of the penalty miss. He's just not really got going. I think that early booking has sort of knocked him a little bit.
Yeah, we'll disagree with that, mate. Corner for Forest, coming up to 10 minutes to go, plus which should be a huge amount of stoppage time.
They're winning all those corners.
Well, Henderson's come miles out of his area. Does well to actually connect that with that one. Oh, Cresswell.
Cresswell.
He goes out for a throw-in. Williams are going to take this throw. He's had a good game, Nico Williams, to be fair, down the right for Forest. It's back to Williams on the right. Crosses left-footed. Not the greatest one. Not
To it, but Suval's going to try and keep it in.
Yeah, it does well. I think it Bowen's got it? Yeah.
Bowen's got it, yeah. And it's back, and again, same thing again, lumping it up. Smacker's never going to get that, but Lanzini's got it, and he's got good control of it.
Benny. Plenty of players in the box if you can find one of them, or go on your own, Benny. Lanzini.
He's miles offside. What are you doing, Lanzini? Come on, 10 minutes. Bring Cornet on, please. Please. Cresswell was... Oh, God. He might as well have been in Latvia.
Latvia. You could have said any country.
It's a Neil Warnock reference. So I've paraphrased. He's like when he's having a go at the Huddersfield Town at half time, and he's having to go like, where the fucking the second goal? Where is you? Yes.
Your wish has been granted, mate.
Get in there.
Oh, it will be. Assuming he comes on in the next minute or so.
Well, no, it'll be another 7 minutes like last time. No, long story, to finish that off, he's shouting at his centre back saying, "Where were you for the goal? Second goal at the corner?" He points at you on the edge of the area. You were in fucking Latvia.
Brilliant. Anyway, back to Nottingham. So here's Ben Rama.
Out wide. I think that's a goal kick.
That's a corner.
No, he's given a corner. Okay, we'll take that. Yeah, that is money. That is money that's been thrown at that corner. They've been throwing it. Fake giant Lingard, £50 notes of Lingard.
A bit like Chelsea when they had the Arsenal with Ashley Cole's face on it.
Oh yeah,
a few years ago, Cashley Cole, wasn't it?
Cashley, yeah. Oh, I was gutted when he went.
Ashley Cole was probably one of, if not the best left backs in the world when that happened. Lingard is not the best number 10 in the world. It's the one difference I'd say there.
Is Cresswell?
Oh, he's off the line! Oh my God! You're not gonna. It's one of those games, mate. You're never gonna score. You're just not gonna score today.
God almighty. Great leap by Zuma. And then Williams.
The line, yeah, it's another corner. If Steve Cook doesn't touch it, Scamacca buries that.
Yeah, it's a great goal line. A great awareness by Williams because he wasn't even on the line. And he initially and then got himself on the line to clear away that Zuma header. Cresswell take another corner.
Has he gone down there?
Williams clears it first time. And okay, Johnson comes back. Great. Scamacca was being held up there, but I think the flag had gone for something.
Yeah,
already. Something had been gone. I'm not going to lie. Zuma does have a very, very good point there that he had two players pulling him back.
Just showing the clearance.
If Steve Cook doesn't tap that out for a call. Again, I don't know how much he knew about it, but it also could be that little bit of nous that Russ was talking about. All right, they're making another sub Forest. Mangala's coming off. The one that cost the questionable free kick that disallowed our opener.
Yeah, Cafu. Oh wow,
Cafu's on.
Not that one.
No, not that. Yeah, can you imagine scenes of he come on?
Yeah, do you imagine? Like, you can imagine that he's still playing though. He was probably playing somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I was joking earlier about Cornet might not come on for 7 minutes. It's been 3.
Yeah. I can't believe that Spencer, Spencer FC got like Cafu and Steven Gerrard and Jamie Carragher playing like the Wembley Cup, like the YouTube Wembley Cup.
Who was that guy who ran the team? What was his name?
Okay, Bowen's coming off.
Can't think of that guy's name. Yeah, he had some really old Brazilians coming in, didn't he?
Yeah, Bowen's off and Cornet's on for his West End debut. What was that, Russ?
I think Parler played for that Wembley FC as well, I think.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the Wembley Cup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not the Budweiser, or was it Budweiser or Mars thing where they had like all the ex-Premier League players come on?
Yeah, do you remember that?
Yeah.
They got knocked out in like the first round.
Yeah.
Like that, Yeah, it was the YouTube thing. Russ,
Yeah.
with Spencer FC.
Yeah, the other one, yeah.
And a load of other YouTube teams.
Cornet's put himself about already. Forest are playing it into the corner.
A bit early for that. Well, if you do, you need the England women to do it for you. They did it amazingly in the final against Germany.
Send on Beth Mead.
Yeah. Right, 5 minutes to
She
go.
plays for Arsenal.
Time.
Can't have her.
Yeah, a travesty if this stays as it is.
To be fair, as a neutral, Forest probably have had the better of the possession.
Yeah,
it's more we should have taken. We've had about 4 or 5 chances.
Yeah, you have.
Any other day, we score.
You would have. Yeah, it's just one of those days.
Yeah, it's not over yet though. Rice plays it in. Oh, it's well headed away.
Best thing Rice has done all game. That was brilliant. Go on.
Benrahma back to Cresswell. Oh, good ball. It's Benrahma.
Dummy there.
Well
defended. Well defended.
It's Worrell who clears that one away.
Yeah, well defended. Johnson's again going to change my assumption. There's one criticism I have of this team now is again Johnson at centre back. But what else can you do?
Well, yeah.
Right.
Bono and Dawson not even on the bench. So
and I don't think Baptiste is ready for a Premier League game.
That's a great cross.
Great cross. Oh, Scamacca not quite there.
Yeah, but the only other defender on the bench is Ashby, who's another fullback.
So the only option would be to put him as a fullback and move Kufal, or just swap Johnson and Kufal. You might as well do that.
Do you see yourself signing any more players?
Oof. I'll be very after this performance. I think Moyes is really going to force the board's hand. I think after this performance, he's really going to force the board's hand and be like, "I need a couple more players. Like, I need you to sign these players, X, Y, Z."
Yeah, even if it's just the loan market, Russ. Like we haven't got.
Well, there's talk of us getting Michael Keane on loan from Everton is just such a bizarre transfer. But then again, we said that about Dawson. Like,
yeah, but at least Dawson had some sort of relative okay form, whereas Michael Keane hasn't been. He's been shit for the last 18 months.
Oh
God! Well held by Fabianski.
It's like Connor Cody's gone to Everton. You're like, what the really?
That was a bit random.
He normally plays free. Normally plays free at the back. That's the only thing, and I don't think Everton are going to go to free at the back.
They did yesterday.
Did they? Oh, I didn't watch. Don't know anything about the game that happened yesterday. Everton and Villa.
Yeah, it wasn't a classic.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Oh dear! Lanzini's had a bit of a mare since he's come on. Here's Brennan Johnson, crosses it. Oh, well, blocked by Ben Johnson. Oh, he's still got it there, Brennan Johnson. Going into the corner.
That's got to be a goal kick.
And that's the goal kick. All right, so it is Cresswell. Surely there's hopefully there's at least one more chance for West Ham in this match. Cresswell plays it forward.
I think Benrahma's going to be offside. Oh no, okay.
Play on. Is Benrahma.
He's overcooked it a little bit.
Lanzini.
Oh, straight at the defence. Corner.
Should be a corner. Well, I hope it is because if it.
I hope that was because I'm glad it hit the defenders because that was going that was going over the crossbar.
Yeah, or really wide. Is Cresswell to take the corner? Can't imagine the limbs if we get a goal now. Cresswell takes it, and it goes. Oh,
that was abysmal. It's a goal kick, and that was an abomination.
Souček got on the end of it. There's not much you can do about that one.
Yeah, I would have just done my best to leave it in that situation. There was no way he was getting anything.
Yeah, Tofilo was all over
him. How many minutes? Come on. I'm sorry, but with the subs, the injuries, the time waste, it's got to be minimum 5. 7. Okay. Yeah. Go on. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Yeah, Forest players are getting cramp as well. So despite them still having more subs. Okay, that was very acrobatic, but throw in. We don't really have anyone attacking on the bench to bring on. There's no one really to bring on. Maybe Coventry, but who would you take off? I mean, I wouldn't take Lanzini off after bringing him on.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much done now.
Yeah, go on, Scamacca. Oh, that's it. Like Cornet, it's a little bit.
Trying to get
it was a little bit too much for Cornet. If he wasn't so deep.
And Henderson boots out of play. Yeah, he's had a good game today, Dean Henderson.
Kept him in it pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben Rama's down.
No, a minute's gone of the 7. And then Williams has gone down.
They're going down, of course. Of course. He's going down holding his nuts.
The ref's got to add on more for this.
Why is he going down holding his nuts? I don't get. Like, it's not cramp, surely.
I don't know what that was all about.
Oh, don't tell me.
What's this all about?
I don't know, because he didn't actually touch him in the nuts. So that's
anyway, we're back on the way anyway. Here's Zuma. Plays it forward to Soufal. He does get in. Oh, that's
couldn't control it.
I don't think he was expecting it to come to him. And Cornet does well, actually, because Toffolo clears out of play. The Forest owner praying for the score. I say the same as Soufal throws it in. It's headed away. And it's the sub Surridge who heads it away. Flicks it on. Oh, it's a good flick on. Head it back. Yeah.
Well done, Johnson. Well done, Johnson. Composed.
All right, surely one more chance. Here's Rice. Bring it, Rice. Bring it. Cresswelder. Benrahma. Crosses it in. Oh,
no one is there.
Oh, that's pretty poor. But the worst thing Benrahma's done in this game today.
Yeah, pretty much. He's had a solid game. Right, that's our throw in, surely. Yep.
His Rice takes it over the halfway line. Benrahma.
He's going to play it out. There we are.
Oh no, so that was Lanzini back to Benrahma. He's Rice. Declan Rice.
Stupid shot.
Leaves it for Benrahma. Get it in the box, someone. Get in the box. Crosses it, Rice. Scamacca.
Oh, Scamacca. Who was there? Scamacca did all the work, and then there was just all it had to be was someone there for it to drop down to.
Well, I think he should have took the shot on himself.
With his back to goal, I'm not too sure. And again, I'm not even saying, I'm not even acknowledging that with a response.
I think they'll show a replay again. I think Scamacca should have chested it and shot himself. Let's have a look anyway. They've given Lewis O'Brien man of the match. He's actually played really well, actually. Passing accuracy first, possession one first, most tackles. Yeah, he's played well, to be fair. Probably a couple minutes to go. Henderson takes the goal kick. Zuma wins the header. Oh, Rice gets away with that one. Lanzini won it though. Tries to find Cornet, always well intercepted. Come on, one more chance. Come on. Souček's got it. Is Cornet on the right. Plays back to Soufal. Cross comes in. Back post. Should be headed away. Oh, he does head it away. Williams gets away with it though. Lingard heads it on, but it should be a throw, and it is. Cresswell plays it forward. Flicked on. Oh, it's wide. I think it's Cook who clears it, the sub. Oh, it's not a great header by Zuma. Come on. Oh, ref.
Wow.
Oh.
He's given the free kick to Forest.
Oh, unfortunately, that might be it, mate.
I think it is.
Coming up to the 7 minutes, but there might be a bit more added because Williams went down for a bit.
Williams went down claiming had his nuts grabbed when Ben Rama hadn't even gone between his legs, let alone touched him.
Soufal clears it. Oh, they're all over Scamacca. Okay, now.
Right, it's our throw in. Oh, yeah, nice one, mate. Nice one. Yeah, he got a booking for that. Good. Flying out loud. Yeah, they're just going to play into the corner now.
So just got in. Probably go to the corner. Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, they're all kicking off with Lingard now.
No, Surridge they're having a go at. He's the one who fucking rugby tackled Soufal, basically. He's got a yellow for his troubles. And this might be it, the last play. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. No, it's still played on.
Oh, fuck's sake, I've just closed the player thinking that was full time.
I thought it was as well. If the ref asked to take the throw in again. Right, Rice plays it forward. And there is full time.
Oh, fair enough. I was just rushing to get back to Now TV, but fine.
Bloody hell, what yeah. How West Ham didn't well, at least get a draw on that one. I'll never know. But yeah, in the end it's finished Nottingham Forest 1, West Ham 0. I mean sum that up, Dennis, if you can.
I prefer not to speak. No, I'm joking. I don't know really. I mean, another day. Two of those goals go in. One cleared off the line, hitting the post, hitting the bar, the penalty. Another day we win that game, but hopefully now this is Moyes is just going to he's going to turn around and say to the board, I need to sign people, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, no, great. Yes, okay. What a really good second half performance from West Ham. Carried on where we were in the first half, and created so many chances. Could have won 2 or 3 games of football for him. The amount of chances we had, as you say, it would work a number of times and cleared off the line, and the penalty save, and just chances galore. And just mixed that with some good Forest defending at times, and they've ended up getting a. Well, we said it at the start of the stream, but they're the ones who got a shithouse 1-0 in the end.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're a Forest fan. You take that. and they got their first win in the Prem and their first home game on TV. Romanticism of football is what it is, but there's not really a lot. Is what it is. I'm not sure what else there is to say. We're not going to do a Man United and go mental and demand resignations left and right. End of the day, these things happen, and if this happens in your 19th and 20th game of the season, it's less dramatic. It happens in your first two, it's more dramatic. So that's all I'll have to say on that.
Yeah, no, it's I say obviously it's disappointing to lose, but I think that second half in particular, I think we played as well as we can. I think Forest got, obviously they defended for their lives, and were really committed, and but yeah, it's just one of those things. Oh, here we go. We've got a Forest fan in the chat. Thanks, Rachel. West Ham. Well, I'll get West Ham to come on your Reds. Yeah, don't think we played that badly, Rachel, but yeah, no, fair play to Forest. They a couple of their players really stood out. Near Karte, before he went off injured, before it was really impressive at the back. O'Brien in midfield was given player of the match. He played really well. And then the goal scorer, Awoni, with his debut, obviously a fortuitous goal, but he led the line brilliantly. Him and Kozuma had a real battle at the at West Ham's end of the pitch. But yeah, it's just disappointing, Dennis. It's obviously second defeat in a row, but I mean, surely some.
Yeah, I mean,
West Ham can say.
The main thing I'd say is like the only concern I'd have is when Scamacca came on, didn't really bring too much, not like he did against City. Maybe he didn't have enough time to get the game going. Maybe it was different tactics. I don't know. But hopefully he gets a start against Viborg on Thursday, and he gets 90 minutes under his belt for us. So, but yeah, other than that, it's like, Rice didn't have a great game. Yeah, he missed a penalty, but apart from that, he got booked very early on, and from then onwards was a little bit of a passenger in the game. Moving on from that, Johnson doesn't look comfortable at centre back, but other than that, I think everyone had a pretty good game. It's just one of those days, to quote Limp Bizkit.
Well, we said it earlier, but Callum on Twitter, West Ham UFC Callum, he's at the game today. He posted a picture of the ground from his seat, and he said, "Pretty sure I've just watched the FIFA game live."
Yeah.
One of those online games you play. Right, should we wrap up there, mate?
Yeah, pretty much. Fair play. The Forest fan that is watching it. Fair play. Just remember, there are such a thing as bad winners as well as bad losers.
Well, me and Dennis will be taking part. We're doing our first Twitter space shortly. Our handles are down below, reviewing this game. So if you want to join, then feel free to listen or even join in if you want to. So yeah, thanks, Dennis, for your time today. Appreciate it, mate. I'll chat to you in a bit on Twitter. So thanks everyone for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll see you soon. Take care. All the best.